I already did the bit last time.
I know.
I was gonna do it again. I was like, I already did that.
Yeah, dude, it was like a muscle memory.
Still waiting. Interesting.
Hold up. Yeah, it takes a little bit. Okay. You leave my OBS alone. You sick freak. Dude. What is good, everybody? What's good, Glitch Rabbit? What's good, everyone? Okay. Today, we're going to be talking about quite the interesting internet spectacle that we have here today. So, obviously, as you guys have been seeing, I've been looking more into media review stuff, but this one's a little bit unrelated from our casual cast of characters I've been looking at more recently. And this is a guy that goes by the name of Southpaw, a man who is in his 30s. Yes, this is important to highlight for later stuff that comes on. So he had a little bit of a back and forth, to my understanding.
Child pornography.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But he had a little bit of a back and forth. But she was 17. Hey, Nabi? No, they weren't. They were 16.
Oh, wow, a 16-year-old? That gotta be.
This is fucking extortion!
Yeah.
Come on.
Dude. Okay. Let's get into this, okay? Actually, I don't want to spoil too much, but this is a good one, okay? This is quite the good one that we have here today.
Fuck.
Okay.
There we go.
So, note for readers, if you do not care to read through a long doc, a video discussing the entire saga made by Pokery is up now, linked below. We'll get into this, but I think it's more important to actually watch the context of the call before we get into this. Dude, is it really that hard to not look at CSAM? Let me ask the expert real quick. Amos, what are your thoughts at not looking?
Let me call in my higher up on that real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah, dude, wait, hold up. Okay, so this document we'll definitely get into, but before we actually get into really fucking anything, I gotta lay out some groundwork, right? I really gotta lay out some groundwork. So, there's a guy named Pokery, as they just referenced for their video, and there's a person named Southpaw. Pokery, alright, is the better guy in this. Yeah, thumbs up. He had a debate with Southpaw about Daredevil, and they were debating essentially about, the angle of a fire hydrant, going at full speed, if it really would kill someone, right? And then Southpaw...
That really...
Yes, that's how it started.
Yes, it would kill somebody.
But essentially, that it was about angling and stuff like that, right? So, essentially, it went from that to Southpaw being like, "Pokery, you're retarded," and then Pokery, Pokery had a moment, all right. So,
you sexted a 16-year-old.
Oh yeah. That's
the epic rebuttal, dude.
It's like, "Pokery, you're retarded." And then Pokery was like, "Well, at least I wasn't 20 in a relationship with a 16-year-old."
Exactly, that dude. God, bro.
So
dude, I think he won the debate. Instant fucking win, dude.
And that caused a spurg out. So essentially,
is it really child pornography?
Well, actually, so we get into this debate. We'll get into this debate. You see, this debate, as you'll notice, right, we got a cool cast of characters. We got SK, who is supposed to be the moderator, Southpaw, Pokery. Now, Southpaw and Pokery are supposed to be the ones going against each other, but you'll hear Southpaw's friends try to chime into Mog Pokery. Essentially, they kind of thought that they could just kind of group gangbang this guy, but it didn't work out so well. It did not work out. So let's get into it.
He's basically the Thrag for pedophiles. You just can't kill him, dude.
Yeah, it's
impossible.
It's like Oliver, and then Pokery was behind. No, but yeah, let's keep going. Let's go into this. Let's get into this.
I've clicked record. As I'm unmuting, I think the first thing we will start with, well, I guess we'll start with Southpaw/C. Ask whatever.
Yeah, just before we begin with anything, I do want to also ask everybody here, Southpaw, SK, Pokery,
Fuck, sorry, I tried to put it in a better place. Here we go.
The fire extinguisher debate, whatever that is, I think is entirely irrelevant. If I hear it drifting towards that, I will just leave. It's just not.
If you guys go back to the fucking media review thing, I will actually leave. I will shoot. Dude, it's awesome.
For the conversation, there's something much more pressing to discuss right now. I'll
fair.
let Southpaw take the floor in a second, but I just want to make that clear up front because it's just not something that I think is relevant nor productive to bring up at any point right now.
Yeah. Unless it's for context sake.
Yeah, beyond that, the actual contents of the debate itself don't matter. Like, it's a stupid. It should not have gone on this far. It's insane that it's gone on this far.
What? Okay, so I can't speak in. Okay, so I can speak in disagree. I can message disagreement request, right?
I've unmuted
Yeah,
everybody.
Oh, yeah, it's like,
yeah, you can speak in disagreement.
like Destiny stutter. This debate's gonna be heat, bro.
It gets evil. Okay, Pokery walks into like a 1v4. It seems like because the media detective is a glazer of Southpaw. The C, I believe, is a glazer of Southpaw. SK is supposed to be a moderator, but is friends with both. So he's kind of like you know. So it's a little unfortunate. It's a little unfortunate, but yeah. This is gonna get evil real quick.
Of course.
Okay. Let me quickly. Okay, so Pokery. Let me go ahead and just scroll up to get the original tweet. I mean, well, I can use the screenshot of Pokery posting it in Wayne Manor. I want to highlight something here. Shortly after this tweet was posted, I received a. Well, hold on. I looked at my notifications and saw some dude who. Hold on. Where's so many screenshots posted here? There was a guy who quote tweeted me, who said, "Oh yeah, right. This is Stampede. I don't know who Stampede is. I don't know if there's any significance, but it's someone who does follow Pokery. And after Pokery posted this tweet, Stampede quote tweets me to say, N-word, you like 16-year-olds. That's present tense. Now, obviously, this is not necessarily Pokery.
He said, and I quote, N-word, you like 16-year-olds.
Yeah, N-word, you like 16-year-olds. The last thing you should be worrying about is some Discord debate. Laughing while crying emojis. already getting good, as you can see.
That I'm a pedophile in the present. However, the natural assumption or read of Pokery's tweet from people who agree, who would agree with his general sentiment is that, because I dated a 16-year-old when I was 20, that does mean that I'm a pedophile in the present tense. So there's that issue.
So by the way, that's not up for debate, right? He was a 20-year-old that did date a 16-year-old. That part's 100% confirmed. We're about to get into semantics of labeling. Okay. Now, granted, I could argue, to at least be fair, right? Pokery does specifically say something like, you were like 20 dating a 16-year-old. Now, you could argue that the insinuation's pedophilia, but they don't say it, right? But I think you'd have a fair argument for insinuation. So I wouldn't dispute that. Yeah. But, yeah. Let's...
Actually, it's in a febophile, so you're wrong.
Actually...
When you're not careful with your wording, that is the vibe or the sense that you give off to people who would actually be sympathetic to you. So that's a major problem with your wording in and of itself. But the problem is there's more than just that. So we have, if I can quickly, here's the link, right? So another thing we have here is in response to your original tweet, Pokery, Saul Goonman says, "What the fuck? He's Southpaw's a pedo."
Oh,
and your reply was simply, "Dated a 16-year-old when he was 20." Holy shit, that's vile.
I mean, yeah, you did. I don't know. Some people are not going to fuck with that.
What the fuck? He had Peter wearing Speedos?
Fuck.
So you didn't say, well, not in the present sense, but he did date a 16-year-old when he was 20, which was like a decade ago. You didn't say that. Another thing that you said later on, which I would say there's really only one reasonable way to read this. If I can just quickly. Oh yeah, here we go. So you tagged me even though I blocked you at this point, which is kind of funny. You said, "Anyway, Southpaw, I'm gonna go fuck my hot girlfriend who's my age. You should take notes from me, you old bitch."
Dude, he's posting this like these aren't dubs. I don't.
I mean, that one was a little corny. Come on,
dude. I mean, it clearly got him raged though, right? Like it's.
Well,
yeah. So
you said, and I quote, "I'm gonna go fuck my of age, alive, consenting girlfriend."
Unlike
the
me,
consenting's on the table. We don't know that one for sure.
Yeah.
Hey. No, I'm kidding. Dude.
Hey, not rape if we both are crying.
Okay. Dude, I just realized that the server's name is Disagreement Day. Bro. It's so over.
So yeah, if you don't think I'm a pedophile in the present, why should I have to take notes from you?
What?
Not in the present.
Was that it?
That's it.
Okay.
That it?
Okay, we can go one by one. Oh, yeah, we can go one by one. You want to talk about the Stampede thing first? Or do you give a fuck about the fact I sent to Wayne Manor?
You can go with either one. I mean, personally,
Okay.
I think
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. He just kind of like threw a bunch of tweets at him instead of doing one by one. But yeah,
Well, it looks like he came to the debate with receipts. That's like kind of the tactic he's using. You know what I mean?
well, you say receipts, but like every 2 words, he's like, not prepared, bro.
Well, yeah. I mean, that does show us somebody that's unintelligent when they say out loud. This is true.
Like if he said it once or twice, he could probably get away with it. But you know, he said it that many times. I'm
But
not
after
surprised
a while,
about
you
that.
just sound retarded.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about the relationship. But but yeah.
it was a bad idea to send to Wayne Manor, but you know, you can think differently, I suppose.
Yeah, I sent it there because I wanted to. Okay, so the Stampede thing.
Okay.
I mean, it's not me. I don't know what to tell you. There's no
I
other.
said it
There's no
was.
other. There's no. Yeah, that's fine. I never said you did say that, dumbass. So, anyways, what I said in my initial
You
tweet
should not
was
call
that
me
you have
dumbass
a-
after your
Yeah.
answer.
Okay, yeah.
In
that's
this
fine.
situation,
hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, all right. No insults. We're trying to get through information.
So,
Information, people.
Yeah, so that's fine because if you want to have an intelligence off,
No
you're not going to win that battle. Like
Okay,
that.
okay.
But in my initial tweet, you said that there's a more careful way to word it.
Remember,
They're
that's
literally
not
just asking- I
happening.
said you have a documented history of this
Okay,
thing.
not
Do you
right.
disagree or agree that you have a history of what I accuse you of?
Being a pedophile?
Everyone is
Of being a
fat in
16-year-old
this
20, yes.
You said I have a documented history of being a pedophile.
Shifting the goalpost. None of these tweets. He says pedophile. He says 1620. We're getting
Sure.
semantical.
Mm.
Goalpost shift.
But then we have to debate this semantic. This is interesting.
See, the semantics is there's a reason why this calls an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, but
I
yeah.
mean, what else is he trying to imply here, Grimmer?
No, he's implying that he was a 20-year-old who dated a 16-year-old.
Oh, come on. It's an easy way to get a face. It is either groomer or pedophile. Okay, can we be honest? Like,
Here's
what
Bad
he was
Faith Amos
insinuating.
just coming stomping through, dude. Holy shit. You read that and you see pedophile. I read that and I see dated a 16-year-old when he was 20. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're just guessing here. I mean, it's not like you said it. So
Yeah, we're
we're
just
trying to read between the lines.
yeah, but I'm just reading the lines, so that's why I win. But anyways,
Well, yes, I would call that being a pedophile. We can get into whether or not that's pedophilia.
Okay, so well, he just he just straight up says it. Okay, pause, Andy.
yep. Amos, I don't know why you
What
didn't
is
think it
a
was being a pedophile. But anyways,
It's
Well,
not
then your definition is
pedophilia.
wrong.
Oh,
Just
it's wrong.
period, it's
Okay,
wrong.
so yeah, that's fine. We can go over that. So, what definition would you deem valid for the term pedophile? Would you deem Oxford
I
Dictionary as
finally
valid?
did it.
I would deem sociologists valid with their
Yeah, you
definition
can
rather
answer
than
the
Oxford
question. Don't
Dictionary.
fuck. Would you deem Oxford Dictionary as
Okay.
valid? Yes or no?
No, because Oxford Dictionary gets changed every year to meet current definitions for certain things that are based on colloquial terminology
what
rather than
dictionary?
Oh, brother.
Well,
Well,
do we just disregard the dictionary though? If that happens with every word, it's like I, dude.
does he also not like believe in vaccines? Like, I don't know.
Do you think gay means homosexual? No, because actually back then it used to mean happy, and considering that it changes over time, I cannot rely on this. Like, dude, it's this is so.
What is gay?
Yeah. What does it really mean? In the 90s it meant stupid and now it's being accepted? I don't know, man. I don't get this dictionary lingo. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I think he turned it into a semantical argument, and now he's like, "Well, it actually doesn't matter because words change all the time."
Yeah, dude, bro. Bro.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's just a bad way to go about it for sure.
Yeah.
So what? Oh wait, hold on. Do you have proof of that?
Oh, we're gonna refer to dictionaries. Okay,
Do you have proof of that? First of all,
yes, that's just a thing
Yeah,
Oxford Dictionary does.
Yeah, that's fine. Can you show the proof that it gets changed every year to fit colloquial definitions?
Sure, I can. Yeah, give me a second.
One.
Well, if I may
Ooh,
ask, like,
failed.
what's the relevance of like Oxford Dictionary specifically?
That's the definition of pedophile I'm going to be using.
Okay.
So if they don't agree with that, then we can go over that.
Actually, it's updated on a quarterly basis, and that's from the Oxford Dictionary website. And who runs Oxford Dictionary?
Yeah, can you send that?
Yeah, for sure.
The liberals.
Look. How many times did the word how many times did the definition pedophile change within a year though? Like,
Yeah, I feel like he's saying that the whole dictionary gets updated, so we have to not be able to believe the pedophile definition, right?
yeah, like,
It's very silly.
and even then, right? If we're going off of like societal constructs of the word, right? Saying, oh, it changes all the time. Wouldn't it matter what it meant at the time he used it? Like, I don't know.
That's true.
Like, it's like going back into an old movie, being like, "I'm feeling gay." Oh, so they're feeling homosexual. And it's like, no, that's not what I meant at the time. Like, that was like the easiest example I could think of. Another one would be queer, because I think like Nightmare Before Christmas used that word, but it used to mean like weird. And it's like, I don't think Jack Skellington quite literally meant that he felt like he was LGBTQ when he said, I feel queer.
Well, he did inspire
Yes,
a
you
lot of gay
did.
people. So.
Yeah, and you're one of them, Amos. But I've seen your room.
Proudly.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. It hasn't been changed in many years. Yen actually checked. Argument invalid by Southpaw then? Question mark? Dude. Like, obviously, I'm not disputing that definitions change, but, like, does that really...
I mean, the logic isn't logicking.
Yeah.
He probably means, like, colloquially, because, like, obviously, like, I mean, today's day and age, everyone's, like, fucking raped to shit, and, like, now pedophile, like people call 2-year age gaps pedophilic and shit. Like, we just covered the VR chat stuff. Like, fucking Osai was called a predator when he was, like, the younger dude.
Well, I mean...
You know?
Well,
like,
to be fair, the 2-year age gap thing's been happening for years. All right, like, that's a common case of like idiotic high schoolers that don't know the nuance of stuff, because I'd actually be a lot more weirded out if schools taught kids. So here's actually the nuances of pedophilia. Like,
open to chapter 10, page 11 in your textbook.
Yeah, it's just the teacher.
I see you're failing high school. Seeing as you need extra credit, let's go through the pedophilia.
Yo, Mr. Kimberly, why do these DMs look like ours?
I'll report this to the principal, or yeah.
They just Mr. Kimberly answers, "Oh, it's not always like that. It doesn't always mean that."
Actually, I'm a hebephile. I want to consider myself to be a pedophile. Pedophilia is kind of a spectrum, you know.
They bring up the DSM-5 too. I would say the DSM-5 is probably going to be a lot more reliable than an Oxford Dictionary definition. Just because that goes off the medical definition of like diagnosing pedophilia, and that's also what the law goes off of. But because I'm pretty sure that does get brought up in this debate. DSM-5 would be 5-year age gap minimum. How are you feeling about that, Amos? All right. That it has to be a 5-year age gap minimum.
They said 5-year age gap minimum. I'm pretty sure it's like, oh, if they're under the age of 16, then you're like a pedophile, and like you're an adult, like 5 years from that.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be a pedophile for 18, 15.
Sure.
I mean,
I don't know.
Gilla, I think you're confusing medical definitions and like laws.
Well, the law based off the DSM-5, to be fair. Which is like how they like go about that. But I mean, Amos, you know, putting law and medical professionals aside, how do you feel about 5-year age gap minimum? You're a pedophile, but 4-year you're scot-free.
I mean, I would consider it to be scot-free. I feel like it'd definitely be a case-by-case basis. 4 years, I'm leaning more towards pedophile than not, though, for sure.
Yeah. I see.
But again, it would obviously depend on the situation, the context, what happened, etc. Right?
Right, I think that grooming could still happen in 4-year age gaps. Pedophile gets a little bit weird. Because at this point, I know I did put it to the side, but like we would be disputing medical professionals who diagnose it, right?
I mean, if it's a 4-year age gap and there's enough like contextual evidence to claim that it's grooming, I would consider it grooming, right?
Sure.
If it's a 3-year, I'd say that's bullshit.
But like, yeah, so like 4-year age gap, right? I feel like if we're like disregarding medical field and law, you're making like, well, this guy is actually morally a pedophile, which.
I mean, clinical definitions should just be left out, because I think like, I mean, most people do argue like colloquially, like everyone can collectively agree that, like, you know, 4+ year age gap is like pretty yikesy.
Yeah, we're going off of like societal definitions versus medical, like clinical stuff. But like, yeah.
Like who cares about the clinical definition at that point? Like it's immoral.
At A space 180, Southpaw is not going to said that. What is that? Not going to said that is not a pedo because the age gap is 4 years. Is he?
Well, I mean, Augie and like a lot of people in that sector would actually agree with that.
High school context. High school.
Yeah, I find pretty odd.
Honestly, when I see 20 and 16, I'm like, dude, that guy's creeping outside the high school, but that's like high school context. Okay, that's That's a double super senior.
I mean, it would definitely be grooming, right? Like, I don't know who would like say that I wouldn't be grooming in a 4-year age gap, right?
Yeah, I think that 4-year age gap could. So the 4-year age gap's kind of a weird one, right? Because it's like I think it could actually have enough distance between it to actually represent a level of harm that could be concerning with the age gap alone.
I mean, like a 20 and a 16-year-old. Like a 16-year-old is like like a fucking loser living with their parents. A 20-year-old is most likely moved out if they're not a loser, right? Like,
yeah, like
I feel like there's enough like life difference there to say that they're different.
Yeah, like we're essentially going off of like 16 who could have a job, could have a driver's license, but is still doing classes, still under the parental supervision, still needs parental consent for like, a handful of things at their age. But like a 20-year-old should at least be 2 years into the adulting sphere, should definitely have a job, should definitely have their own car. Yeah,
potentially.
But yeah, definitely there should be some level of independence there, right? Like they can consent to their own stuff, right? It's like, yeah. Yeah. So that's why it gets like a little bit like, that's why I would say that there's definitely
a 20-year-old. I also feel like a 20-year-old would understand the ramifications of like having sex a lot more than a 16-year-old would.
The 16-year-old's like, actually, I just took sex ed class. Oh, thank you, Himpleton, for the raid right when we're talking about that. Thanks. Thanks.
Oh, great stuff. Pedophilia corner on the A-Space stream.
Awesome. Dude, fucking clip chimping me. Hold on, let me read this. Clinical definition shouldn't matter in a debate about how we use the term socially. 4 years is weird. If you have to be semantical about the definition, then maybe you're cooked from the start. I understand where you're coming from, but I would only get semantical because when you apply heavy labels like this, obviously, I think you should have some certain level of foundation and confidence when you do it.
I mean, the whole reason why I care about like conversations like this, and why I even be like, oh, I don't know, it's 4 years, is because like pedophilia is a very strong thing, right? And if you use it incorrectly and they're false allegations, you're harming future victims, right? So I feel like it's very important to be super careful with using those words.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, also, sorry, you go.
I would be fine with being semantical, like between the difference between a pedophile and a predator, because predator implies victim. If there's no victim, then I mean, what the fuck? What are you calling a predator for?
I 100% agree, Fabi. Yes, we did mention that like a 20 and 16-year-old are going to be in very different positions in their life. So it's like, yeah, I would say that represents enough caution for a harmful age gap for sure.
I just want to use that as like the sole argument sneaking into like rapey territory with that.
No, yeah, we
probably Southpaw, right? So.
Oh, Southpaw does not help himself in this debate. It's gonna get bleak, dude. It's gonna get bleak. But you know what? We've debate raped a little bit, so let's let them give us more to debate rape on. let's go.
Alright, let's see.
That is the Oxford English Dictionary website.
Yeah, so nowhere does it say it's changed to fit colloquial definitions. The only thing it says is that it's updated.
What do you think updates entail?
Okay, first off. What do you think updates entail?
This is so retarded, dude. When I get an Apple update on my phone, I don't think my phone book really changes and how I make a call, right?
I mean, it could just update on moderation. It could update on like, adding new words. Like I don't know, man. Like to say that like the word, all these words are getting a definition change quarterly is a insane thing to like work off of. Like,
well, even if they do change, it's not going to be significant.
Scholars, I can just imagine pedophilia scholars quarterly. How do we change the pedophilia definition?
See, our division is actually focused on this branch into trying to alter the definition of pedophilia so it can be more used by case.
Imagine like old people medication out for it. Side effects.
No, it's not even medical people. It's like they just gather a bunch of pedophiles to like quibble over like the definition. Or
so
whatever.
we used to go off that medical clinical shit, but now we got something even better. Twitter users. Now, these people really know what they're fucking talking about in this field.
Yeah.
And they redefined pedophilia to mean person I don't like. So we could actually use this a lot. Well, no, dude, this is dumb. This is dumb.
We have recently taken out the pedophilia definition and replaced it with the map definition.
Yeah, no, fuck off. But no, you see, I'm not denying that like words can have a different meaning colloquially, like over time. Like for sure, there's words that we societally accept to mean one way, even if it could technically mean another, and that does happen. But like, I don't know why that would dispute a dictionary as a whole. Like, it's so it's very interesting to make that argument, but I digress. Let's continue, fellas. Okay, let's continue.
Updates entail that it could be anything. They could be updating their UI. They could be updating the way they format the definitions. They could be updating the grammar they use in the sentencing. Like, this isn't proof that they're changing the definition specifically. And two, even if it was them updating the definitions, that's not the same as you making the conjunctive claim that it's in order to fit colloquial definitions. Dumb fuck. So,
dude, I love the ad hominems. Keep them coming. Yeah.
Really, this is just a broken syllogism because you can't even justify it.
Pause. Didn't SK just make it clear not to go for the insults and stuff? I'm trying to be as respectful as possible.
Let's keep it respectful.
All right, bring ours to the crowd of
SK displayed for us in this conversation.
That's so I want proof. I want proof for the.
Yeah, I'm more happy to provide it, but I'm not going to provide it to somebody who's going to resort to childish insults. I would very much appreciate it if it's a bit more respectful.
Yeah, that's
Do
whatever.
not call me a
Sure.
little
All right, let's the only way.
Dude, I would prove my point, but you're kind of acting a little bit like a pouty puss, so I can't really do that today. Dude, fuck off.
For the proposition that it is updated to fit colloquial definitions, which you claimed.
Just to be clear, like the only way this gets this progresses is if you talk in a civil manner. I don't think going insult is going to do anything but
Okay,
escalate.
I'll be respectful. I'll be respectful.
You can be stern on what you're saying, but you don't have to insult.
Southpaw, it doesn't fucking matter if they update their definitions. I never contended that. I specifically contended that they're changing the definitions to fit colloquial terms. So unless you can provide evidence for that, then I don't see why it's relevant that they update their definitions. Why
because language constantly evolves. Expert lexicographers continuously review, revise, and add new words, phases, and senses to ensure that definitions reflect modern usage. What do you think that means, that last part, to reflect modern usage?
Do you know what colloquial means?
An AI overview in the Discord chat?
You can look at the definition for it, just to be sure.
Brother.
Okay. Yeah, so colloquial means an adjective
Used in ordinary or familiar conversation, not formal or literary. That's what colloquial means.
Yeah, so that has nothing to do with modern. You can be modern without being colloquial. Those are not mutually exclusive.
Use an ordinary or familiar conversation.
An example of something being a colloquialism would be something like pussy being a synonym for coward. Obviously, that's not literally what the word pussy means or is in reference to. However, that's a colloquialism for it. So colloquial and modern are not the same thing. So I want you to prove that the definitions are invalid due to appealing to colloquialism.
So you're splitting hairs over the exact wording that C.
This whole conversation is splitting hairs. Fuck off. So you're splitting hairs, says the fucking guy that's disregarding a whole dictionary because colloquial terms exist. Like, dude, fuck this, dude. This is awesome. This is actually awesome. I acted mad there. This is actually great. This is awesome. Okay, I'm smiling.
We might as well just stop speaking English,
Yeah.
They keep updating our definitions.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak a different I almost sang that song, Gilla. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna sing a different. Dude, I'm trying not to so hard. But yeah, let's keep going.
When he
no, Steve specifically made the argument that the definition would be invalid because Oxford chooses to change their definitions in order to appeal to colloquial.
I'm not even saying they're invalid. I'm saying that the Oxford Dictionary is not exactly the authority we should be appealing to when there are
literally made the claim that they would be invalid. I specifically asked you.
I didn't say they'd be invalid. I'm just saying that the dictionary is not exactly the go-to source you should be using. You're talking, but you're only spouting a bunch of nonsense that I'm not exactly going to take too seriously so long as you're going to keep strawman.
Yeah, I'm muted, bro. Yeah, so anyways, at the beginning of the conversation, I literally asked you specifically.
Can you muzzle your dog, please?
Hold on.
I literally asked
I realized I shouldn't.
Can you muffle your dog? Dude, this is awesome. This is getting great.
Can we get a poor Lakari in chat, please?
My wife left me today. Thank you for streaming to cheer me up. You're welcome, Lakarian. Thank you for the 5. Hopefully that wasn't meant for the alimony. Whoops.
I didn't want to give my wife a dime, so I donated it all to A-Space.
Don't worry, A-Space. I sold my diamond ring today for nearly a couple thousand, so this is nothing. Dude, it's over.
I just bought my Corvettes.
Dude, Actually, on that case, Lakari, if you got thousands of dollars off of the wedding ring you sold, keep those donuts coming, wink. Nah, JK, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
Have
The
to.
Oxford Dictionary is valid.
Poker, it's temporary. I just removed your mod just because I don't think.
And then you gave your justification.
I'm temporarily removing the mod because
That's fine. That's fine. You can take my mod. That's fine.
Wait, wait, I thought that was a moderator, so Poker muted them. It's like, shut the fuck up. Dude, that's evil. That's actually evil. Okay. Dude, Amos would love to be in this call, actually, by the way.
Yeah, it'd be really fun, actually. I would enjoy a conversation like this.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah, I just think like it should be an unbiased party that has the powers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Using that to begin with is
Specifically
not
asked
exactly
you-
a good foot forward. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you're talking over me and chipping out like a monkey and still let me finish. So, anyways, I specifically asked you, do the Oxford Dictionary is valid? You said no, and then you proceed to give the justification of, oh yeah, they wouldn't be valid because they appeal to colloquialisms and change their definitions based on this. Now you're trying to backtrack because you're realizing you can't prove that dumbass claim. So unless you can prove that they change to appeal to colloquialisms, then I do not give a fuck. We can
Right.
use
So I'm
Oxford.
currently trying to both debate you and also trying to find the sources that you're asking me for. If you want me to do that, probably the smartest way to do it is not.
And you should
constantly-
stop talking to me. I was talking to Southpaw.
Okay, but nonetheless, I'm also here involved in this conversation on Southpaw's behalf. I'm more than allowed to speak.
Oh,
I would also like.
brother.
Okay.
I'm on Southpaw's behalf. I speak for him.
You could, dude. Are you like that close with Southpaw that like the moment like a slightly negative tone like rebuttal is said to him, you have to feel like you have to jump in front of him for him? Like why can't you just look for the receipts and be like, here? Wait, dude, I just realized there's someone in this server that I love. All right, we all love. Dude.
Oh my god, wait, has Southpaw not have said a single fucking thing yet?
No, he has been saying stuff. He's the guy that
Okay.
sent the tweets. But wait, dude.
Okay, that just sound familiar.
Dude.
Or similar.
Dude, my boy's in the server. Please join the call. Anthony Gramiglia, dude. I need his take on the situation.
He like flies in like fucking like Mercy from that Overwatch thing.
Southpaw, I wouldn't actually trust you with
Don't worry,
at
Pookie.
a daycare. And then we all just salute. Thank goodness that Anthony's here. Dude, that's awesome.
Redeemed.
He was the guy in that blackish bit.
That's awful.
Oh my god, dude.
All right, let's keep it going.
Though that you would show some level of respect for the fact that I'm also here in this
You
conversation.
don't need to
I'm not
interject
insulting-
if you're aware
Pause,
that you have
please.
nothing to
Pause,
offer.
please.
All right,
Pause, please. Thank
Go
you.
for it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not exactly trying to insult you. I'm not upset with you. I'm not angry with you. I don't know why you're getting so on my ass when all I'm asking for is just some.
Because you're talking over him and you don't even have receipts for it, and you're having like, yeah, it's obvious. Like,
Oh my god, wait. I just realized this guy, whoever's recording this isn't Dickers the server, lol.
yeah, so it's SK who's recording it, bro.
Oh, okay. Oh, that
Bro.
guy sounds familiar. Okay.
Dude,
Bitch made much?
it's over. Why are you getting so mad? I just keep talking over you when you make your point, dude. Like, I don't evidence. Yeah, I gotta look first. So can you like calm down, bro? I'm gonna make a claim without getting the receipts first. Come on, dude. Like, I
There's
don't.
this little known tactic called rage baiting. Yeah, so works very well.
Maybe that's what the C stands for. Rage bait. But no, like this is it's really dumb, bro. I'm trying to see if I recognize
I'm
many
wearing
people.
I'm wearing my blue. Please be patient. I have autism cap. So
Thank
you need to like
goodness.
calm down.
Yeah, buddy. You are not gonna get through this really well, bud. But yeah, no. All right, let's keep it going.
Level of decorum when we're trying to have this conversation. I'm not involved in this shit. Frankly, I think debating a fire extinguisher in Daredevil is the most pussy-ass 12-year-old bullshit any fucking scum bottom of the
That's
barrel
not
human
even
being could
talking
possibly
about
figure
here,
out.
but okay. Yeah.
Weren't you the guy that was literally saying, if you guys bring this up, I will literally that would be so stupid? Like, dude. Of course,
I think so.
does this guy also just not understand the media review niche? They debate low stake stuff all the time. Okay, like I don't. Okay.
Not my kind of conversations, personally.
Yeah, I mean, like, granted, I don't normally care about that stuff too much unless people are being disingenuous with those arguments to frame them as like weird or like not weird, but like racist or pedophilic for it. Then I would start to care. But like, I don't normally care, like, for someone just being like, actually,
I actually think that if you threw the hammer at a 45-degree angle, it would actually have killed them both. So the fact it only killed one is really unfaithful to the series. Like, I don't care about those arguments. People can engage in them. People can have their fun with it. I really don't care. But the moment someone
he would have never made that shot. What if he just curved the bullet?
Yeah. Now, the rebuttal to the hammer thing I said was, you only say that because you're a fucking pedophile. Now I care. See, now that gets interesting. Oh God, Southpaw, please don't tell me you're going over his debate. Yes, we are. Okay, we kind of need to for context of this topic, but yeah.
No, this whole thing happened because of that stuff. I think this whole thing is stupid. I'm getting involved on behalf of my friend. I'm trying to help him out here, so I'm trying to find the information that you're asking for, and I would like to look for that.
Okay,
so please, do me a solid and stop hounding me and going on my ass.
And it would be
Thank you
more
very much.
productive if you didn't
But they were talking to Southpaw, not you. You self-inserted.
speak until you get the source.
Well, okay, while you get the source, what is like, because we're kind of putting a lot of stock into this one definition thing, and we've barely even moved to like a singular point. So I guess to move the conversation, what is like a legend?
They would need to concede at this point that Oxford's a valid dictionary. That's how we even got here to begin.
It's a fucking dictionary, dude. Language. Okay, can we maybe appeal to something a bit more official? Like, for example, the United States law, considering the people in this call are all members or citizens of the United States of America. Like,
okay, if we say that things change over time, medical stuff and medical definitions change over time too. Right? Like, do you think that medical practices also never change, or medical diagnoses never change? Like, this is such a stupid argument to make. It's like you're
That's because he doesn't actually believe the argument. He's just using it to deflect.
Yeah, it's like relying on subjectivism to like avoid the actual conceding here. It's like, yeah, back in the day, what, did you think it was smart that people use leeches to drain bad blood from their souls? Like, that was a medical practice. Did you think?
Then I don't know. I genuinely don't believe that like a person that disregards the dictionary agrees with the law. I feel like it's very silly.
Yeah, the media literates are disagreeing with the dictionary, by the way. But yeah, no. Also, like, another thing, it's like, do you think that like the medical practice doesn't even like describe things wrong, like, you know, prescribe things wrong too? Like, take one for example, right? This is a little unrelated, but it still serves to the point. Back then, opioids used to be seen as like this, you know, really helpful thing to actually take, and there was advertisements for it being like, oh yeah, if you take it, there's actually a less than 1% chance you would actually get addicted. That was prescribed over the counter. All right, like that. But then, obviously, it ended up being one of the most addictive, and it used to be one of the most addictive painkillers to ever exist that you could easily get. It was awful. It was awful.
And that's why today sucks now. Okay, we don't get free opioids. Okay.
But it's like,
get high.
But it's like, yeah, professionals could classify something wrong at one point, but we can't predict the future. We can only use what we have in the present and the information that we have of like how the past was wrong. To say that it's all invalidated, you're just going in. At this point, Southpaw shouldn't even care about being called or insinuated to be a pedophile, because who knows? Maybe 100 years down the line, it could be slain for cool. Like, this is such a stupid fucking like.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Like, this is such a stupid argument to make, dude.
Yeah, I mean, then I don't know. I feel like the definition would change a while ago. I mean, we have like a huge library called the internet now. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think it'll like drastically change the term of pedophile in like 50 years.
But that's why I said 100. No. Only time will tell, Amos. Only time will tell.
That's true.
Okay, I don't think people in the Renaissance thought we were going to fucking debate about 4-year age gaps today either, okay? But, you know, yeah, the future bears fruits that we'll never imagine. But
and maybe I'll be in a retrospective 10 years from now. We'll never know.
Yeah, it's the guy who got away with it. But no, so let's... let's... Oh, thank you for the 5. Oh, sneaky. Oh, dear, gorgeous. Wow, okay. Thanks, bud.
Why does the law dictate definitions of words?
Why does the dictionary dictate definitions of words? This is one university that's determining this.
What about
It's linguistic professors rather than actual practice.
Pokery was asking if you're going to invalidate the dictionary, then why would the law be any more reliable? And your rebuttal is, then why trust the dictionary? You fucking dumbass. You actual mongoloid. He just served himself. This is awesome. It's awesome.
If you allow me to respond.
Sure,
dictionaries, especially ones like Oxford, literally study the etymology and the linguistical roots of all the words that they define. So yes, I think it would be a much
and
more
you
balanced.
don't think lawmakers do that same thing?
I'm not done. No, I don't. Unless you can prove to me that the people creating the law are going into every intricate detail of the etymology and linguistical roots, then no, I don't care.
Okay, so how about this, right? You're talking about dictionaries versus the law, whatever. What about medical definitions? Because that's part of how they define it in the first place. Because it's a medical condition. Like, should we just move it there? They're like a better.
I don't really see why that would be more relevant than a dictionary either.
What's a medical condition?
I just don't really know why we're hanging up specifically on dictionary versus law
because
when we're talking about the moral.
Words. I just explained this.
Didn't you just ask me not to interrupt you when you were talking about something?
Okay, bro.
Thank you. So we're going to talk about the moral implications of Southpaw's actions from a decade ago. Okay, so if we're going to talk about the moral implications of that, the closest thing we have to morality in terms of this type of conversation would be practical uses of words, which would be in a legal or medical sense, rather than the literal nuts and bolts of the definition of words from the Oxford Dictionary. Because technically speaking, yes, bitch is a word we could use to describe a dog, but if somebody called my dog a bitch, I'd be kind of annoyed because I don't really like that. Words take on new meaning over time. With the law, though, that's not really a thing because we actually have to have use for the word we're using rather than just the strict reading of the word and its definitions.
Dude, law changes over time too. This is so stupid.
This is why I debate morality.
So fucking stupid, dude.
Dude, see, unlike dictionaries, the law actually stays stagnant when it gets made. Okay, all right, nothing changes.
We still have segregation. Okay, we just can't see it.
Hey, it's not funny, Amos. Dude.
Come on.
Please give me some credit. Dude. This is bleak. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the funny stuff of it yet. Dude, this is already bleak.
Because they keep looping on the fucking definitions, dude. It's fucking pain.
It's like they're trying to wear him out before they actually get into the conversation of, is it morally bad to have a 20-year-old dating a 16-year-old?
Dude, yeah, if I was in this debate at that point, I would just skip past the fucking definition and be like, okay, 16, 20, good or bad? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
The rebuttal will be, do you believe that people can change?
Yeah, change, man. He said at the start, he said in the past.
Yeah, actually,
I was a pedophile in the past. He almost kind of alluded to that.
Yeah, and
he tried to fuck a child 6 years ago.
Yeah, the C said it happened 10 years ago as a point, which I understand why that gets brought up for relevance, but bro, does that change the context of the 4-year age gap being bad because it happened 10 years ago?
I escaped the statute of limitations. You can't catch me.
Well, no, it'd be an argument with repeating behavior, right?
Well, yeah, if you want to make the argument that someone could redeem themselves or not repeat the bad action, right? Sure, but you shouldn't use that time difference to invalidate the action being bad because it was in the past. That's.
Well, I think it's forever going to be a stain.
Well, the argument's being brought up because they're trying to debate if it's pedophilia or not, right?
Sure.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Sure.
And a pedophilia is something that, like you are, it's a paraphilia, right?
Hold on. Let me look at the standards.
If you wanted to say that the age of the situation isn't relevant, that would be more in line with grooming or something, right? Because we'd still say that that's grooming.
Well, you know what, Amos? I think what we should do is, considering the dictionary changes every quarterly, we should look at the definition of pedophilia 10 years ago to see if we could account it for this, okay?
Well, it actually says 6 years is when you're interesting.
Interesting.
I got grandfathered in, so it doesn't count anymore.
Uses for the law. So that's why I'm advocating for, instead of using Oxford Dictionary, it'd be much more practical to use the law.
Yeah, I don't think the law is relevant.
Or what the DSM-5 says.
You can say the law is not relevant all you want. Like, I'd like to have some reasoning for why it's not relevant.
I already explained earlier why it's not relevant.
And I just explained as well a reason for why we can't use the literal dictionary definition of words as a general understanding of where language is at today, unless we're willing to see though that definitions
you agree with me.
Dude,
do change over time.
This is insane.
Why can't we? Hold on, I know.
Ace, what's your definition of you? But like,
fat, lonely, sad fucking chud.
I'm a chud, I'm a fat little chud, and playing League all day. I mean, my definition of like for myself, you see, 6'4", jacked, very charismatic. Yeah. Dude.
Right.
Dude arguing laws. Yeah, you might be a pedo. Okay, bro. Oh.
That sounds like a Gilla argument.
Dude. No, you see, Gilla would say he's probably a pedophile.
Listen, there's a high likelihood.
No, Gilla the type of guy.
That one doodle tone shit.
That's what I was referencing.
Probably a pedophile.
No, Gilla the type of guy to look at.
That's a safe bet.
Gilla the type of guy to look at Southpaw. Instead of giving any hard takes now, he would say, if this guy ended up being a pedophile, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We love Gilla here. Okay.
You bet half on one side and bet half on the other side, so you never lose.
Yeah. You gotta fence it. That's what another unrelated YouTuber taught me of how to avoid controversy. But anyways, well, let's keep going.
Oh my god, you actually can't track a conversation. I never contended
you think
that they
that
changed.
is-
I'm not done. Yeah, I'm not done, Uncle. So, anyways, I never contended that they change over time. What I contended was your justification for why they're updated, which is why I was contending whether or not it's invalid to begin with. Obviously, a word is going to update with time in terms of its definition. I don't really see how that's relevant here. You made the argument that it's invalid because it changes for these specific reasons, and you have failed to substantiate that it changes for those specific reasons. So I think we can just move on and use Oxford Dictionary because I have yet to see a valid argument for why it would be invalid.
All right, fuck it. Let's use Oxford Dictionary. Feel free.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
All that 16 minutes just for all right, fuck it, let's do it anyways.
16 minutes to bend the knee. How long do you think it's going to take for them to consider a 4-year age gap wrong?
About that.
Oh god.
So I was just saying, does someone want to read the definition?
What's the
The Oxford Dictionary defines a pedophile as someone who is sexually attracted to children.
Yeah, Southpaw sexually attracted to children.
I mean, when he was 20, I guess.
He used to be sexually attracted, okay? He's not anymore.
Dude, I will. So, obviously, I think with the conversation about like pedophilia, with how many debates exist on the internet, obviously, I don't think you could just merely blanket statement it. But even with the definition he gave with Oxford, right? The attracted to children. Right. Hold on. Did it say adult sexually attracted? Let me read that again.
Defines a pedophile as someone who is sexually attracted to children.
Someone who's sexually attracted to children. So the flaw with that would be like, well, would a 16-year-old having an attraction to another 16-year-old be a pedophile? If we use the Oxford Dictionary, if that's really the definition, then technically that would be yes. But obviously, you could start to see the flaws with that.
You could also get into the weeds and try to find what a child.
He's speaking. Yeah, he's like speaking offhand about
which they do that too, Amos. By the way,
child.
No, they have that conversation in this debate too, Amos.
Oh my god!
This is awesome.
And Marta French, she was very mature for a 16-year-old. This is like, watch him say that or some shit.
Okay, I'm gonna.
She had a 401k. I mean, come on.
Let me respond to Blue real quick. Are you gonna go over the giant Google Doc Southpaw made of 1,300 pages to justify himself? No.
Jesus Christ.
That was obviously schizo posting, right? Like, I think this guy.
Can we dump it into Chat GPT for summarization?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Sorry, I'm not going over that. Like, I saw some of that on Hippleton's. It took the guy like a couple minutes just to fast scroll down, okay? Like, we're not I'm not even gonna entertain that problem. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm gonna let Southpaw speak for himself here, and if he does a bad job, he does a bad job. Like, fuck me.
Yeah, Southpaw sexually attracted to children.
Thankfully, I never made the claim that he currently is a pedophile. I said that he was one, which is what we're discussing.
Yeah, and that's completely medically inaccurate. You can't be attracted to children at one point and then you're like just suddenly no longer a pedophile.
If I wanted to
technically could actually.
Yeah, if I wanted to be debate rapey, you could be a kid attracted to kids and then grow up to be an adult and not be attracted to kids.
Well, you wouldn't be considered a pedophile, but like
going to Oxford, you would be.
you could just like whatchamacallit, chemically castrate someone so much to the point where they no longer have any sexual attraction to anything whatsoever. Yeah, that person would no longer be a pedophile.
Yeah, you can make someone.
I would disagree with that. I would say that you're still a pedophile. You just can't act on it. You know.
So that would get into the whole like so castrating. You could probably prevent future offenses, right? I think all that you can change, to be fair, because I know where Gil is going with that, and I agree to it to an extent. But I would say it would change someone from being an offending pedophile to a non-offending pedophile if the castration is successful.
They would have no attraction whatsoever.
Yeah, but like if I lock a serial killer in prison, they're still a serial killer, right?
Well, their actions, yeah, okay.
Yes, and I understand where Amos is going with it, because obviously just because you chemically castrate yourself, you're not going to change the past.
There's actively being a pedophile, then I suppose like your actions would I don't know.
Well, actually, Amos.
Pedophilic actions.
Actually, Amos. A serial killer would have had to act on it. If a person never acts on their pedophilia, but that they get castrated as a response, does that change then?
Well, we didn't define that, did we? Because
that's why I'm asking you now.
That's offended and they got castration.
Well, in this context, Southpaw would have technically "quote unquote" offended because he was 20 with a 16-year-old.
So my analogy is correct.
But the reason why I'm asking you is, to really get into the weeds of it. So,
If I was to get into the weeds of it, I mean, they wouldn't be a serial killer then, right? So they wouldn't be a pedophile. So sure, but I thought we were talking about somebody that offended.
Sure, but like, would you think that a non-offending pedophile, because they would still be a pedophile, right? Because they would have the feelings and the attraction. That's why it would be different than serial killer. I would feel like. I guess you could argue serial killer gets urges, but like you don't like, you're not like a serial killer if you don't kill. But like you could be a pedophile just because you don't, act on it, right? I think that would be a difference I would recognize.
I mean, yeah. I mean, again, it's a paraphilia, right? If we're debating simply on if you have the paraphilia or not, then yeah. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't morally judge someone the same as somebody that never offended and got castration versus somebody that offended or like refuses to do castration.
Sure. Yeah, obviously, case by case, sure, you could argue that, but I would ask you, okay, someone with no history of acting on their pedophilia, but they just had the thoughts.
No, fuck you.
Dude. Oh. Yeah, what's good, Lagavert? What's good, Lagavert? With the removal of genitalia guarantee they don't offend? Maybe. Maybe. But like, what if they do it for the sport?
Imagine like a hunting show, but it's a pedophile. I see a young buck in the woods, 136 pounds, 5'2".
It's like I do it for the power, not the attraction.
I do it to put a mantle on my wall, not to eat it.
You see, if you really want to guarantee non-offending pedophiles, it's called a 50 cal.
I would disagree with that.
You think that they would offend if they're dead?
I think
Interesting.
You're being way too humane to that person by shooting them.
Interesting. But no, well, that's not the point. I would say that they wouldn't offend because they're dead. Unless you want to argue that they come back to be like a zombie pedophile.
If they were in jail, right?
They come back to be a zombie pedophile. Dude. I mean, we don't know that. Like,
I mean, we do. If
they can't offend in jail, I mean, they could.
No, there would be no children in jail. I mean, you could rape, I guess.
Well, they could escape jail.
Rapist, right?
They could have like visiting hours.
I mean, I could also show up to your house, Ace, but I'm not doing that, correct?
Yeah, but that you would still have the chance to do so because you're alive and well.
Right, but the cold hard facts. I mean, dude, then we're just getting into weeds of the what ifs. I mean, I could like rape you and then hit you with a forget ray, right? And I'm still a rapist. Like,
I don't remember anything about that, so probably not. Yo, what's up, Metalman? Yeah, okay, we're like getting into our own semantical weeds. Let's get back let's get back into their semantical weeds. But yeah,
That's not how it works.
Your attraction absolutely can change.
Not to children. That's no.
Why, wait, hold on. What would be the relevant distinction here? Why could it not change for children?
I'm going off of what doctors who study this shit say. I'm not going to give you a white.
That's not.
Southpaw, are you still attracted
I don't
to
even
children?
think doctors would say that. Yeah.
Like, well, because that's what I mentioned earlier, right? Like, if you're a kid, you're always going to have crushes on other kids. I mean, and naturally, when you grow up,
which is why I think he didn't actually quote the definition.
Yeah,
he summarized it.
Yeah, dude, attractions can't change. I mean, they could. You know, sometimes you could find out more things about yourself that you didn't know before.
Ace used to love Latinos, and now he likes the goths.
Yeah, goth women smokes blunt. Dude, this call is ridiculous. True. Can't believe Clover Bites mogged you, little jit. I'll respond to them next week. Don't worry. Don't worry. Unironically, you know, I will just say this right now. I won against Clover Bites and I didn't even stream yet. Like, you guys will find out why.
Kind of mogged.
That's technically not true. You're on Hippleton stream and you watched that live.
Yeah, but
they
like,
did put your voice up. I mean, they did kind of mock you.
They ran. Not only did they run in their video, but they ran in DMs, and I'll leak those later. But on the relevant stream.
Well, in their video, they actually took a clip of you and they pitched it high to make you sound squeaky and annoying. So they mocked.
Yeah, they actually kind of freaking mogged Blackish by taking that clip and making him go like really fucking slow and then really fucking fast. And dude.
I mean, define mogging at the end of the day, Ace.
Dude. No.
Raping.
Let me look up mogging on the Oxford Dictionary. Hopefully it doesn't change in real time. That's what...
Yeah, like in the middle of making the argument and the fucking definition gets up there. Like, fuck! No!
I'm guilty! Fuck! Let's go.
That's not answering the question. What you just did.
That's not Oxford Dictionary, my guy.
You can get obtuse like this. You can get obtuse like this all you like, but I mean, I'm just going off of.
I'm
what
not
the
being
experts
obtuse. You're just not answering
yes, you
the
are.
question.
To be fair,
Both you
stop. I do want to, because like, well, hang on, Poker, because I am going to ask this as an outside party, because you know the wording was kind of confusing to me. Southpaw, you said that attractions can't change for children, but like, I think his whole point is that the 16-year-old is still a child. Like, if it were 20 and 15, that would be pedophilia, because of the 5-year age gap. Medically speaking, it would be. But like, would you say that, you know, someone's attractions at age 20 can change or not? It's like, well, no, I would still say they could change. Yeah, well, I guess we'll work from there.
Yeah, that's the point. Again, I don't see why it's relevant whether it's a child or not. What you're attracted to can be changed. Like what?
So is an 18-year-old that is attracted to a 17-year-old pedophile?
No.
Okay, so it sounds like the Oxford Dictionary definition isn't very reliable for you. So we have to go with some...
Hold on. Why does that contradict the Oxford definition?
18-year-olds not children by your definition, by your understanding?
I also deem an 18-year-old as a child.
What's not a child to you then? How you in your personal definition?
Okay, we're getting into the weeds.
Holy fuck.
You can always avoid weeds by doing your own definition, by the way, pro tip.
That's what ideally that's what debates are supposed to be like professionally. Like everyone starts off with their definitions of what they mean by shit.
Yeah, because obviously
skip that.
Everyone has like their own interpretations of things, but like this is bro. I knew that this point was gonna come up. But like when you say 18's not a child, I know what angle he's going to go to, because if we're talking about what expectations that we should reasonably expect from an 18-year-old in a societal standpoint, obviously they're not going to be on the same level as someone who's an experienced adult, right? No shit. But to just call them a child, they wouldn't be legally defined as one. So it's like this. I feel like that they're just like digging themselves a hole here a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. kind of an unneeded hole. Because then, right, let's say that you do go, like, say, 18. Let's say, for example, right, they do say 18, 19 is a child still, right? Then the question would merely just change from 18 to 17 to 20 and 19. Right, so we're just getting into unnecessary weeds right now. Like, this is kind of stupid. It's kind of
pokery. All pokery.
But yeah.
Anyone below like 20 or 21, like that would be a child.
20 or 21, so there's caveats, right?
Huh?
So there's caveats, right?
Yeah, there could be like specific.
Okay.
There could be specifics from 20 to 21.
Yeah, so 20 is included as 20 or 21. So it's under 21.
I was told you were 20.
I was 20, yeah.
Yeah, he was 20, so that's under 21. You mentioned 21 as a potential cutoff point. Now, you didn't give a concrete cutoff point?
21 or 20 would be an adult, yes.
Or 21.
Right.
You did say or 21.
So why is there like a sort of hang up on where specifically we're nailing an adult or not an adult? Why is
because
there
what I'm saying is I think either of those are valid to call a starting point for an adult.
I don't
see a relevant distinction between 20 and a 21-year-old.
I think what they're trying to get at is that if it's valid to say that someone's an adult at 21, then by that logic, wouldn't Southpaw be considered a child at 20? Like just going
wait, hold on. That's just not relevant to Mark because I'm saying that I think a 20-year-old is also a child, but I understand if someone wants to say it's 21. That's why I said 20 or 21. This is a take I've been like very consistent.
Okay, so you're saying you understand if someone. Okay.
By your logic.
Yeah, I'm saying I understand if someone wants to say it's 21, but I think it's 20.
Yeah, so Southpaw was a child when that happened, according to your definition. It's not really Oxford's definition, but that is
I
your
just sat
definition.
here and said a 20-year-old is an adult, and he said
No.
To
clarify, see, he said he can see someone else thinking that. He's not saying that's.
I don't really care though, because like if we're talking about personal definitions, but you're also wanting us to use dictionary definitions, where are we using these definitions from? If you can arbitrarily define pedophile as 20, 21,
you didn't ask. Hold on, you just simply asked me under my.
Hold on, you got annoyed with me for interrupting you earlier. Please stop. Thank you. Yeah. So if we're going to be arbitrarily defining where child and adult begins based on personal definitions, in my eyes, anyone under 20 under 25 is a child. What? So a 25-year-old dating a 27-year-old is that a case of pedophilia? I mean, that's the issue with trying to use personal definitions. Pause. Please. Thank you.
I gave what you asked me for.
Buddy, come on. I'm sorry. Please just give me a second. Okay, so I'm a little bit weirded out by the fact that we're using personal definitions when personal definitions are very much subject to who
is fine under this guy's definition. This is awesome. It's great stuff.
And I don't know if I would even like rely on like the 25-year-old cutoff point, because it's like, okay, well, if a 25-year-old dated a 20-year-old, is that pedophilia? And it's like, I wouldn't consider it to be such.
And this whole debate's retarded.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a different framing of when you use child for saying like, oh, you're 20 years old, you're a child, and like the person saying it's like 40, right? Versus like, you're a child because you're 17, you can't understand the ramifications of having sex with an adult, right? Sure. It's like a lot different. There's a lot of different framings. I feel like they're combining the two to get into weeds.
Yeah. They love the weeds, okay? They love them. They're getting really stuck in the weeds. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, though. I think the reason why I'm so glued to this is because the last place I expected a pedophile debate to get into semantical weeds to come from is the fucking media reviewer community. Okay, like that.
Awesome.
Yeah, that definitely caught me off guard, bro. Dude,
I'm still waiting for my pedophile debate with Julie, though. Maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe when you're in the fucking nursing home, buddy. Like, this is not gonna happen. Jesus.
This is true. They keep running.
Nope, they're comfortably set with you blocked. It's over. But yeah, we'll keep it going. Smoke's fun.
The individual person in question is, in my eyes, I'm say 33, right? I don't really look at dating, say, a 25-year-old as appropriate for me. Right? I wouldn't call that pedophilia, but that's just personally what I'm not comfortable with. But we could theoretically say, like, oh yeah, we're going to use personal definitions for what constitutes as pedophilia and stuff. The issue with that is that you kind of open this whole thing up by, let's follow the dictionary's definition for this stuff. And unfortunately, to be able to substantiate the dictionary's definition, you're having to use your own personal definition.
Okay, you know what? That actually is kind of a fair rebuttal. I'm not going to lie. If you're saying that you're going off of Oxford's dictionary and then, skeeting into your own personal definition, then it was pointless to bring up the Oxford definition.
I wouldn't say it's completely pointless. I think if you use it as a foundation, that's not a horrible argument.
I guess if you want to argue that that's where you built off the groundwork, but at that point you're not using the Oxford dictionary. You're using your own workshop definition from the Oxford dictionary as a basis.
Well, yeah, I definitely could have articulated it better. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do you not see how those are kind of contradictory?
Are you done?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I gave my
you're
personal
done.
definition because that's what you asked me for. You asked specifically, what do you deem as an adult?
Because you, before then, were saying that's not what I consider it. So I asked you for your definition. I'm
What are
giving
you
you
talking
the
about?
ability.
What I consider what? We were talking about what makes a child. We never discussed the definition of an adult.
Actually, that is kind of relevant if the definition of a child is, because according to the Oxford English,
I never said it
definition-
wasn't relevant. Holy straw man of doom. What I said is that I was never asked for my definition of
Just
adult.
like being in
You just
court.
said
Your
you
honor,
your own
define a
personal
child.
framework. What would you do as an adult? I said 20.
Well,
And
I
then
didn't,
proceeds
hold
to
on.
go
I
into
didn't
the
say.
abstraction
Whoa,
about how
whoa,
all
whoa! You are being
personal
so
answers are
defensive.
relevant when
I
that's
didn't
what
say. I didn't say that you didn't say that's relevant. I'm saying it is relevant. Calm down. Stop being upsetty spaghetti with me. Okay.
Okay, so I want you to know
Being a
that
goofy goober.
I want you to know that that's just a catchphrase of Southpaw, by the way. Just a upsetty spaghetti. So I hope you get used to that.
So
He said
the
the
Oxford
thing. He said the thing.
English dictionary definition of adult is a person who is fully grown or developed. Now, modern science has, concluded that the brain is not finished fully developing until you are 25. So if we want to, play this game,
That's
technically anyone under
not-
the age of 25
that's
is a child.
true.
Wait, why are we going off of modern science when we just like disputed that like things could just change societally over time? Like I don't know, science also changes over time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Dude.
Well, it's just like even like statistically, like the brain stops developing at 25, but that's not the case for everybody. Some people
Yeah, it's not a blanket statement.
develop faster.
Yeah, that was Gilla's excuse, by the way, for his situation. Sorry.
You're a 17-year-old at 18.
Don't ask Amos's age gap, but we'll move on. Okay, let's move on.
Let's not talk
But
about
obviously, that
our
doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I don't believe that anyone under 25 is a child. I don't believe that. But
It was very
Can
mature
we
for a
simplify this?
dog.
Because I think like both of you are kind of overcomplicating this to a pretty wide degree. So, Pokery, why do you think? Why do you consider 20 to not be like? Why do you consider that to be adult? Like under what reason?
One, I knew the 25 thing was going to get brought up as far as fully developed. That I don't even think there's anything credible behind that to say that someone is fully mature at 25. People have actually spent years on years debunking that specific article that uses the argument to begin with. At 20 years old, that's when I think you're old and mature enough to be making your own decisions as far as like moving out, as far as like driving a vehicle, not driving a vehicle, but like owning a vehicle, just owning property in general. Meanwhile, from ages like 0 to 19. You're just simply not mature enough to really be in those positions where you're owning property.
I want to just chime in really quickly and add that you kind of nuked your own point by saying, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. Fucking end your life, dude. Holy shit.
So, this is going to be this is just going to be a thing that just gets like brought up once. There's going to be multiple times where Southpaw says I think as well, and this person doesn't pipe up to say anything. So this is like really stupid.
It's a debate. We're not talking about absolutes. It's people's fucking opinions, dude.
Yeah, like
at the end of the fucking day.
I mean, I think I like vanilla ice cream, but are you sure you like? Well, I mean, I think I do.
You fucking Weasley little liar, Amos, dude. You give a fucking hard stance on whether you like vanilla ice cream or not. You fucking pedophile. Yeah, bro. This is so cooked.
Can I highlight something?
I was asked for my thoughts.
To be fair, I did ask that.
Right, but if we're trying to hammer down some kind of objective definition here, using
That's
your
not what we're
thoughts,
doing
I
here. He
think.
simply asked me for my thoughts, bro.
Okay, well then you're playing against
let me-
Southpaw.
let me-
We just had the
Let
debate.
me
There is
ask
no
this,
objective
well,
definitions. They
hang on.
fucking
Let me
change.
ask
Oh
this.
my god.
So, if that is just like a personal definition, right? And
Do you think objective and subjective things cannot be talked about in the same conversation? That just kind of shows that you failed to follow through the actual chat.
This is literally the guy who like rebutted with like definitions aren't absolute. Like, oh my god, dude. Like, oh my.
Dude.
They're not the most intelligent people.
He's not
Bro.
the sharpest pedophile on the chat.
Ugh. Dude, I just realized that Prime Ripa's status is just boobs. And now that really caught me off guard. Dude, this person's fucking playing Skyrim. Get fucked. No, but yeah, let's
Kind of awesome.
Oh, thank you, Bomberman, for the 5. Excuse me, Lio's adopted son. What the heck do you mean by that in the title? I'm not Dude, I'm not Lio's adopted son. Okay, we're not doing this found family stuff anymore, alright? Every time someone tries to claim me as a son, they either retire or get smoked or dogpiled. All right,
Why are you lying to your audience?
dude. Fucking Fauci did it, died. Chris Anarch did it, retired. Beckett, he's hanging in there. But like, this is we're not doing
Wyo
this.
did adopt you. I like saw the paperwork, dude.
No, he adopted you, Amos. I saw it happen in real time. Yeah.
It's okay to deflect.
The fact that you got all tsundere about it makes me believe it, actually. So
I didn't even want to be a child, anyways. Dude.
I mean, I am 20.
Yeah. Also, to answer the actual real question of substance in that don't know, what the heck do you mean that in the title? There's a situation that happened after this call that is just really fucking funny to me, that Southpaw just does something insanely egregious. So we'll definitely get into that. But right now we're laying out the groundwork, okay? But
the groundwork to get to
Child pornography.
Yep. It's over.
Like something that's concrete or universally, I get.
Thank you for the 2, Bomberman. Why are you lying about your adopted dad?
Oh.
No.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Dude, we don't do found sibling stuff, okay? Gil is just my real cousin. But yeah.
Wait, that makes the DMs I got sound a lot more egregious. Hold on.
Hey, Amos. Amos, relax, buddy. Did you guys actually know that Amos is actually like a half brother of mine? Like, no bit. Like, you guys might be wondering, why do I keep this retarded troglodyte around? It's because he's family. No other reason.
Did you see me fucking laughing?
He's tearing right now. I'm not retarded. Dude. But yeah. Oh, thank you for the 5 sneaky. Bomberman ain't wrong, Ace. Prove it. Okay. Anyways, we'll keep going.
Or definitively defined. Then my question would be, why would you use that definition to make like a public statement?
What are you referring to? The definition of child?
Well, definition of pedophile, to say that he has a record of pedophilia. Because if you're saying like if it's like a personal definition, why would you use that to?
No, I'm saying the personal thing I gave was what I was simply asked for. I haven't given like the actual definition of adult.
All right, what do you think?
Like what my own framework.
Okay, what do you think? Let's set aside personal definitions. What do you think the actual definitive definition is?
Fully grown, mature organism or person who has reached the age of majority and is legally and socially recognized as responsible for their actions.
See, I know he got really specific with it, but I feel like that can contradict each other. Legally and socially recognized as responsible for their actions. So legally would just Dude, I hate to be the semantical guy, but like, okay, so legally in the US, a handful of places would say 18, some places would say 17, and some others would say 16. But outside of the US, like Italy, where it's like 14. And also socially, are we talking about socially accepted in the US or socially accepted in the other countries? I don't know. I feel like I could like poke holes all day. This is evil. This is evil. Amos, how would you define an adult? And he died. Is this... Oh, Amos is dead. Okay, you know what? I'll move on to you, Gilla.
Yeah.
How would you define an adult?
An adult... We're talking about physically, we're talking about culturally, we're talking about
so in the context, I guess, to really be specific so I can give you some legwork here, like when it would be okay to fuck someone where it's not like, you know, side-eye worthy, I suppose.
Even that kind of like broadens it so much, because like some people think like 30 and like fucking 20 is side-eyed worthy, even though they're like both legally consenting adults.
So essentially this conversation could probably go very deep into the weeds for hours and then probably not find a good...
It literally could.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Name? Dude.
Like if you want to talk about like biologically mature, it's 25 technically. If you want to be like hyper technical.
Wait, dude, look at this.
Like
Dude. Thank you. Thank you, Majunga.
Oh, true.
Dude, I'm the blue orchid bee.
Those are real? I didn't even know that.
No, they are.
Cool.
Yeah, blue bees are kind of like, they kind of look fucking cool. Like, I'm so used to seeing like yellow ones, so to see blue ones, they're like, it's kind of like beautiful.
Very alien. It's cool.
Yeah, and they're like, dude, they got like the space design on my jacket. This is awesome. But yeah. Okay, you know what? Not all adults take accountability too. We call those persons man-child. Yeah, see, I think this is like playing like beard fallacy here, right? Because it's like, I feel like everyone could socially accept of a general idea of what an adult is, but obviously, there could be some exceptions that people could bring up. Like, what if someone was in a coma for 15 years? Like, Amos probably would have done. That's his favorite one. Like, what if...
I mean, there's the baseline, and then it becomes a gradient beyond that. Like, baseline, 18, I think, is a pretty safe bet.
Yeah.
That person's like an adult.
Yeah, I think...
Then you get into semantics like, what if they're like severely intellectually disabled and they have like a handler and shit like that? I don't think someone like that could consent.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And life experience is a factor too, because that can be taken advantage of, even if they are an adult.
Right, no, I don't disagree.
It inhibits their ability to consent, yeah.
Yeah.
But
rape
is really just a gradient.
Whoa. I actually bookmarked a tweet like that, but anyways, let's keep going.
Okay, and 20 and 20 is...
Actually, I don't even think I'm trolling. Hold on. I'm about to do something regret.
I mean, jokes aside, you could probably argue that it is. Like, I mean, it's a case-by-case basis.
So
really.
Here's the...
Oh god, not the bookmarks.
So, this is what I bookmarked. And the rape spectrum.
Memes and art references.
So this account is called A Woman, and the tag is a touch of a woman, and this is called the rape spectrum. So, so the highest one that's like in green's like having sex with an unenthusiastic sex worker. That's in the green zone. All right. The most extreme one is a stranger forcibly assaults someone who screams and fights the entire time. Holy jump! Holy fuck! Have sex to make partner happy in a relationship. Is that?
Is that rapey? Is that really rapey?
I guess it's still in the greens.
Even the sex worker, it's like it's your fucking job, dude. Like bro. Well, unenthusiastic, like, okay, she's just not in the fucking mood, but like she's consenting. It's not rapey. The fuck?
Wait, no.
Then you get into the sex trafficked people that don't.
If
they are sex trafficked, then
wait,
sure.
Dude, 17 is killing me. 17 is killing me. Person with Down syndrome eagerly has sex with a neurotypical. Wait, now I'm stuck on this list. 18, lying about wealth/hobbies in order to get laid. I mean, you just.
How's that right?
This is still in the green zone. I guess it's deceptive, right?
Liar.
Well, I think I do think deceptive. Deceptibility does play into context a little bit, right? Because it's like if someone consents. Right.
I mean, lying about your wealth isn't the same as like being a trans and saying that you're a cis woman, right? Like.
Well, still, I think it's like a level of deception, right? Like if you like if I was like, oh, I have a 6-pack, but I won't like take off my shirt. It's like, oh, ooh la la, and then it's like some fat fucking chud. Like
but I don't think wealth would play into it because it doesn't have anything to do with sex or consent.
I guess not, but like maybe.
I mean, if you're shallow, I guess, but I mean,
I guess like a gold digger could feel validated, I suppose. But like, well, actually, hobbies is an interesting one because, well, you're intentionally trying to like lie and like create this fake person. So it's like the person would be consenting to the fake person rather than the real person, right? So it's like.
So are you saying a woman that has a tit job and like a butt job wouldn't? I mean, that's
look, man, that's real enough. Okay, that's that's
close enough.
That's a horrible conundrum. Thanks. Thank you for the 217 ace in a nutshell. No, it's not. I do not have sex with people who have Down syndrome eagerly.
Not eagerly.
Okay. Oh wait, there's a tie.
He only begrudgingly does it.
There's a tie for 29. Pretending to like a sexual hookup out of fear of disrupting mutual social circles. So, see, some of these in the greenish zone seem like that this would be on the responsibility of the person that's consenting, right? Like,
well, yeah, then it just wouldn't be rape. You're consenting to something.
Hookup where one person appears nervous and tense but doesn't say no or resist. Yeah.
Oh, well, a virgin can be nervous and tense. Right? That's right.
And then we go into a little bit of the yellowy zone. 36. Stealing money back after paying a sex worker for sex? Well, that...
What?
Dude, that's like credit card decline.
That's not rape.
well, actually, wait. Well, actually,
Well,
I could see the
rape.
argument.
Hold on.
Actually, I could see the argument. I'll devil's advocate for this. If you had sex only on the consenting factor being paid, and you stole that money after having sex, that's, you kind of just removed and revoked the consenting factor, I would say.
No.
Well, because
the reason why they're having sex is that they're getting paid. So if you take that away, that's almost I could kind of see it.
You're taking it away after the sex, right? So like you just made consent off of like a falsehood.
No.
But also
'cause
that
they
should be an
consented
accounted risk factor.
to the action that I wouldn't consider stealing the money after. Like, no, that's just not.
Well, you just essentially scammed a sex worker, right? Like that's.
Well, then if it's scam, it wouldn't be
if
rape.
you agree with that, then you agree that it's rape if you lie about your finances to get laid.
Well, that's why that's less severe. But we're talking about stealing, right? We're not talking about lying about money that you don't have. We're talking about stealing money that was agreed upon before the interaction.
Lying.
Well, one's more severe, right? Because one's saying that you have money, and the other one is literally the whole driving factor of why the sexual relation took place, and now you're taking it back to steal it, right? Like that would be a difference for sure.
I'm not. We're just getting to the weeds. Just keep going. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the 2. I mean, you dated goats, so yeah. Amos, why would you do that? But no, anyways. 37. Enthusiastic, interested person gets very drunk on date. The other person is sober. They have sex. Ooh, that one's a heated one. That one's a real heated one. See, personally... Okay, so personally, I couldn't have sex with someone who was drunk. I wouldn't feel right with myself, right? I personally, I don't know. I wouldn't feel right with having sex with someone who's drunk. I feel like that's like... I don't know. It's like... It just doesn't feel...
It depends. What if it's your partner and you're both like drunk a little bit and you've already had sex before, you already have you're already very familiar with each other's boundaries and stuff like that. She's into it, you're into it. Is that like wrong? I think it would be like wrong.
I agree with Gilla on that one because
Sure.
I would consider the same things. Like you don't always,
But
like I don't think like if you're in like a sexual relationship for years, I don't think every single fucking time you have sex you have to say, "Do you consent to this?" Right?
Yeah, hold on, babe. Let me consult the chart real quick. Pull it up.
yeah, wait, imagine they printed this out and pull up the rape spectrum. It's like, hold on, let me just check. No, but like to be fair though, Gilla, your hypothetical is a lot more, laxed because that would insinuate that both people are a little bit drunk, right? This is going off of one person's completely sober and the other one's drunk.
Oh
right.
yeah, that would be like a
point,
little.
choice.
That'd be kind of yikesy, yeah, pretty yikesy.
Right.
I mean, if both are drunk, then they both can't consent. So I mean,
right, but
rape cancels it out.
But they're both not drunk in this scenario. See, that's you're shifting, Amos. All right.
I would say if you're like sober and you're like prowling like bars for drunk women to have to sleep with, that would be you're like rapey. That's rapey.
See, I don't know because even like if I was to try to be like really good faith. Because, like, let's say, like, in a relationship, right? Like, let's say one person is drunk. If they were already, like, talked this out, right? And we're both completely fine with having those advances made. If one or the other party was drunk, then, like, that's still 2 consenting adults, I would say, probably. Right? Like, I don't know.
I think it also depends on the sexual history and relationship, right?
Yes, like, that's essentially kind of where I'm leveling
out.
out.
That's been doing it for years. You guys have been fucking. Like, you probably know their boundaries.
Yeah, this was like a hookup.
People I met up for the first time.
Yeah, if this was like a first hookup, that's not the move you want to do, bro. That's... Now, let's move to 42. Using serious emotional pressure and guilt to get sex in a relationship. That one's kind of good. Yeah, that is rapey.
I don't know.
It's like, well, she didn't say no, but like the whole interaction is, please, I haven't had sex in a year. Please. Dude.
Please, I need this. Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, Majunga, I know you're saying spousal rape exists. That's not denying that, right? We're talking about two consenting parties who would have like been okay with it beforehand, right? So like that's
because we're arguing like because one would be intoxicated, one's not. They would know their sexual boundaries. It's a lot different than like, oh, I don't need consent at all. I'm just gonna put my penis inside of it, right? Like that's like a lot different.
Wait, dude. Sex with someone who resists and says no, but who secretly really wants it. That's a 46. That's a weird one. Because is it like, does the party that's doing it know that the other person secretly wants it? Like, did they consent under those guidelines? Or did they just get lucky? Right, like that they happen to want it.
Matters because, like,
yeah, because CNC dynamic does exist between people, right? Like, if this was not a CNC thing, then
lucky rape.
Well, no, you see, we're using
rape lottery.
We're using the logic of utilitarianism, all right? Since it had a good outcome. No. See, utilitarianism says if it has a good outcome, it's morally good. Okay. You know what? Actually,
I'm gambling.
Actually, you know what, Kino? Yes, Kino. I'm dragging you in for the rape spectrum. Yo, Kino. So we're not exactly back at Southpaw yet. I kind of got a little sidetracked, but I need your takes on this, okay?
Boy, the rape spectrum. I can tell it's gonna be good.
Okay, so all right, so we're going through the placements. We already went through all these ones. So the next one we're looking at as also, so this is on the same level, right? Would I agree that this is on the same level already reading it? Because they're putting sex with someone who resists and says no, but who secretly really wants it, right? They're putting that on the same level as a 16-year-old eagerly has sex with a 26-year-old. I mean...
there's a lot of older men that think that's awesome and pat him on the head, right?
Kino, how do you feel about 26 and 16?
Well, that should be further down, personally.
Well, I agree, but there's like, you like know the thing of like, man, I wish my teacher fucked me, like you know those kind of people.
Dude, wait. Unironically, how is statutory rape not even halfway through?
Who made this? This is a survey.
Yeah.
This is a survey. So like, if this is a survey, then that placement right there is just like 100% just guys like think of like boys fantasizing about their teacher. Yeah,
dude,
MILF teacher.
Dude, that's where was she when I was in high school type dynamic, bro? That's
that one South Park episode. Nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Nice. Dude. Okay, so
I mean that'd be why it's in yellow. Yeah.
Now to get worse than having sex eagerly with a minor is 48. Person A clearly says no to sex. After repeated attempts, person A gets tired and eventually gives in. How is that worse than fucking a minor? Okay, obviously that's still bad.
It's a spectrum.
Dude.
But it's a spectrum, Ace. Come on.
Yeah, rape is a spectrum, okay? We gotta really see the line.
Can we stop getting caught up on the numbers? Come on.
But yeah, no, obviously guilt. This is actually pretty similar to the emotional pressure guilt to get sex, right? It's like they say no, but then after repeated attempts, they get tired and eventually give in. That's pretty similar than the one that they put at 42 already. So like obviously that would be bad. It's using emotional manipulation until they just get like worn out and it's like, oh, whatever. I guess I'll fuck you, Chud. Yeah. So these two are tied, 56. The first one I'll read. Uninterested, reserved person gets very drunk on a date. The other person is sober. They have... Oof. Oh, that's pretty bleak. Okay.
That's pretty rapey, bro.
That's pretty... Yeah. Dude. Amos is trying to find a way to, like, defend all these.
I mean, to be clear, I'm not. I mean, like, if you're gonna like have, like, if alcohol's involved and you're gonna have sex, I mean, you might as well be playing like the casino. Like, I don't know why people do it personally.
Dude. Wait, did they actually really
why
say
have sex when you can gamble?
Ivy, did they say that? Clover says they won't talk to you and to debate these nuts. Holy fucking running pussy, dude. But yeah, then 56 says another one that's tied with the uninterested drunk sex one is during sex, person A begins hitting, biting, choking person B without asking. B pretends to like this out of fear of making A more violent. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
That's
so like so just pretend so stay quiet or die. That's
personally,
the mentality.
Yeah.
Personally, I put that more in orange, but that's just me.
I would say that goes a little bit down, right? Because I guess like you're consenting to it at first, like the actual sex, but you're consented to vanilla sex, not this weird BDSM or like kinky stuff, right? Yeah, that's
Dude, it's just like
just
Turkey
'cause
Tom.
you consent to sex doesn't mean you
No, right.
consent to everything that can possibly
No, for
happen.
sure. Dude, I'm just looking at some of these. Feel like they have to be lower. Dude, okay, now we're getting into orange to red. Sneakily removing a condom during sex, 73. Ooh.
That's just stealthing. I feel like that needs to be way more in red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, in 77.
Well,
oh wait, hold on. Yeah, what's up,
well,
Kina?
what would have you heard about like women who like dig through like condoms in the trash from athletes or like celebrities they've just had sex with and insert it into them? Would that like be on the same like
what the
the same
fuck?
level? That is a real phenomenon that's occurred.
I wouldn't even consider that rape necessarily because it's not like a sexual action.
Well, like there's a like towards the top there's like a lying about wealth / hobbies in order to get
Oh
laid.
well, yeah. I guess on this like spectrum, then yeah, probably it'd probably be in like yellow.
Wait, actually, hold on. Let me respond to something real quick. Did it on the live stream, and after he finished the video and had them on, yeah, he told you to control your fans. Bro, I didn't tell anybody to brigade Clover Bites, and Lio should know that you can't control fans considering 4 of his audience members called it a Malcolm, like, not even on his own accord, despite him not wanting to. Okay, like, come on.
People that
Come
hold
on.
that stance that you have to control your fan base always lose.
Well, I mean, like,
That's
come
just
on.
true. Don't fight me on that, Killa. Pipe down, little
Wait,
guy.
no, I was thinking about what the fucking Ace just said about fucking whatchamacallit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that. I was like,
No. No, it's like, well, I was thinking like, well, you put yourself out there online, like you get brigaded. That's an accepted casualty to being a content creator.
I
Like,
mean,
cry
yeah,
about
that's
it.
a unknown contract that you signed as being a content creator.
Where do you think they would rank that on this rape spectrum? The person you're talking about, that I have no idea who they are.
Maybe yellow to orange? We'll see. Probably evil. Dude, we got 3 more. Hold on. We got 3.
Like what prompted this? What stupid shit did where specifically in the debate did Southpaw say something?
No, it wasn't even that. Someone just
the rape spectrum.
We were like defining adults or some shit.
Yeah, and then like the whole like spectrum thing came up, and like, hey, actually, I remember bookmarking something like this, and now we're here. So
I did see something in chat that was really interesting. They said that like study they just cut it off at 25 and actually goes further. Which, if that's true, it's very interesting.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, because your brain is always growing, it's always developing, it's always changing, right? Like, I suppose like they mean by size, like your brain size kind of stays the same.
Yeah.
Because there are things that you could do, like certain foods you could eat, certain, like, you know, chemicals you can introduce that can shrink and change the size of your brain.
Wait, hold on.
Hold
on. Let me clear something up. Apparently, it wasn't Lio who said to control my fans. It was Clover. Lol.
Yeah, that's what I. Okay, he's swinging hands at Lyle, dude. You're gonna have an angry fucking call after.
Dude, he's gonna call and be like, "What the?"
Really thick of me, Ace?
What, that like I aggressively agreed that we can't control our audience? Like, okay, yeah, yeah.
Ace's real name is this. He lives at. And now I'm gonna.
Okay. Anyways, a husband forcing sex upon a wife in more traditional culture where she doesn't perceive it as this as wrongdoing. What? Wait. So is this like a cult context? Because where she doesn't perceive this as wrongdoing. I don't even know how to feel about that. I'm just.
I mean, I feel like they would be groomed into thinking that's not wrong, right? So I wouldn't even.
Yeah, yeah. And then
where do you think you would put where do you think this person would put like a guy accidentally coming in a girl? Do you think that'd be on the rape spectrum?
110 question? Okay.
I feel like this person's so retarded they put it in orange.
So the 91 is a person has a rape fetish. Their friend, trying to be helpful, gets a stranger to abduct and forcibly penetrate this. What the fuck?
What the fuck, dude? No, that's dude. What kind of fucking hypothetical is that? Happy birthday, dude! Like at the end, dude.
What the fuck?
Dude, what the fuck, dude? That's psychotic, bro.
How is that not like the worst one? You
yeah.
What the fuck?
They're like, well, you said you had a rape fetish. So
okay.
No, wait. Imagine like they only say happy birthday until after the rape, bro.
No, that's what I was saying. Yeah, after the rape, it's like happy birthday. Like the confetti.
I don't think that's a fetish anymore. We're gonna rape the rape kink out of you.
Dude, wait. How is that highly, bro? This is a survey. How the fuck?
Has this ever happened to someone? Has this ever happened?
It seems so niche. Like yeah. Also, thank you for the 2 sneaky. I'm gonna tell your dad. And obviously, the worst one that we read was a stranger forcibly assaults someone who screams and fights the entire time. Dude, this is.
That's just rape.
Dude. I just don't even see any nuance for 91, right? Like, or it's like, how would it just not be at the worst of the worst?
Yeah, that's just rape.
Oh my god! So apparently there are some cases where this actually happened.
Oh wait,
husband hired wife's rapist off Craigslist for sexual fantasy.
That's fucking psychotic.
Oh wait,
so
that's the nuance. Is because the person who wanted to be raped had the fetish. That's so weird.
Well, a rape fetish doesn't actually mean like rape. They're just like simulating it. So they would have to be aware. But if they're not aware of it, and you surprise them with that, that's fucking rape, dude. like
what my understanding of a lot of BDSM is that it's based off of trust. That's the attraction. Yeah. Your partner does fucked up things to you, but the attractive thing is that you know that they love you to the extent that they won't actually hurt you.
My client pleads oopsie daisy.
Wait, sorry, dude. I didn't even order that one. That one just did it on their own volition.
I was talking to the client and they just went ahead without the money.
Oh my god. Okay, so let's
yeah, he's like, wait, I'm doing this for money? What?
Okay. Speaking.
Oh, there's a case that happened this year. Oh my god.
What the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ.
Okay. Speaking of raped, Kinoflex, what's your thoughts on Southpaw? Okay.
Oh, thank you for saying me first to imply that I was the one who was raped. But,
yeah, you're welcome,
bud. Southpaw is really fucked himself. Well, he's actually been raped for years. If you've seen his Nick Diorio's coverage of his obsession with EFAT, but for this, he was just like super raped in this debate. I have no idea why he wanted to have it in the first place, why he wanted it recorded. He could have just told this guy to fuck off and move about his day, but that would go against his entire mindset again for the last 5 or so years after his falling out with his former co-hosts. Former friends on EFAP.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, dude.
On the rape scale, where would you put it? Green, orange, or red?
Yeah, where would you put it on a scale of 1 to 100? How far does he rake? Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, ugh. Yeah, no, because we were still going over this call. Then the document and the video, right? That we gotta look over. I got like derailed pretty early. I'm not even gonna lie. Did you ever like personally know Southpaw or anything, or nah?
Yeah, I knew him before I had a YouTube channel. We were arguing over like stupid shit on Twitter, and then he said, "I think I can reform you. You don't seem like one of those chud. You don't seem like the typical chud. I think I can. I think I can get you out of the chud mindset." And then he had it, and then yeah, so we were acquaintances until we had a falling out, and then he said, then he had like a fixation with me for some reason. He would use my real name when discussing me with other people.
Yeah.
Very, very, very weird fella.
Dude. So this guy was essentially your sensei, and now he's being like, flamed, right?
I would say he's like the retarded janitor I would talk to at school. That's equivalent. He didn't really teach me anything. What the fuck was that chirp?
Dude. Okay, I mean, fair enough, because I might tap a little bit into like the EFAP obsession, but yeah, so far.
Oh my god, bro, it is so endless. You're gonna lose your mind.
Yeah, no,
into that stuff.
Fair
I have the
enough.
doc if you want it.
If it's the one that you gave me in DMs, then I already have it up here.
Oh yeah, okay.
But yeah, no.
Well, wait. Actually, no. I think that's a different one. That's related to this event specifically. But I mean, like, I think I gave another one to Hilton. Let me see.
Okay, fair enough. How did Nick even like get attention to this? It seemed pretty.
He's a part of EFAP.
Nick's a part
He's
of.
a huge fan of EFAP.
I guess I forgot that he was a part of EFAP. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like
he's like a very frequent guest. I don't know if he's like officially a part of EFAP.
Oh, did you get the? Well, have you heard of the like the culmination of all of this, or do you not know about that?
The Daredevil stuff for sure. If that's what you're referring to.
No, I mean like where he accidentally sends child porn.
Oh, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. That's in the poker video.
That was the hook.
Yeah.
Child pornography.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. Don't worry. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, but I sent you the doc I was talking about.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Dude.
Wait, just skim it real quick. Just skim it real quick, just so you see how far the rabbit hole goes.
Isn't it on like the first
to
page?
hidden heroin.
No, I didn't. I want to be vindicated very soon. Just you wait.
Hey, relax.
All right.
Relax. You're gonna make this look like a conspiracy. Hold on. Hold on, let me. Yeah, just clicking.
Just look at the page count.
Look at the page count. Oh my god. Okay.
It's still going. No, it's still going.
No, wait. Is this the? Wait, is this the? This is the 1,300 page one, isn't it?
Is it?
No, wait. This is.
I don't think it's.
Oh no, this is the 600 page one. Fuck.
My god, dude, fucking kill me.
I'll save this for last. I don't know if I want to jump.
Control F child and just read every instant. There you go.
Hold on. Let me. Huh. Interesting. Here's a helpful analogy. A parent who tells their children that Santa Claus real is lying. Okay, interesting. Interesting stuff.
In your chat, how do you find his defense doc? He shares this shit with everyone he talks to. He could not shut the fuck up about EFAP. Like that was his life's mission, just bringing them down. And now it's and now all of that is in flames because nobody's gonna take him seriously anymore after this.
Right. Yeah. Thank God. At least he's our goat, okay? Dude, I'm only 26 minutes into this call, dude.
It's hilarious. It gets funnier.
Did you want to stick around for it, or did you want to like dip in and out if you
I'll
felt
watch it. I'll watch it again with you guys. It's funny.
Okay. All right.
If you want like additional context, I'm also here.
Sure. Yeah, let's go through it.
It's typically when you're legally and socially recognized as responsible for your actions.
I thought it was
most people
18
would agree.
otherwise.
No, most people would agree an 18-year-old is still pretty much a child. Like dating someone who's fresh 18 is literally looked down upon in society if you're of a certain age.
Which I agree with.
So what about like I guess 19? Like because someone at 19 could technically be.
I think 19's too young.
Well, like,
19 gets treated as less harsh than freshly 18, but socially it's still looked down upon if a 19-year-old is dating.
Well, no, I'm not asking that. What I'm asking about is like because you mentioned being like personally responsible or financially responsible, something like that. I can't fully remember.
I just want to simply say I think that if your age begins with a 1, like it's a double-digit age and it begins with a 1, that's too young. I think that if you are not even old enough to drink, that's too young. That's my line.
Clearly it wasn't.
But like it just exactly.
Well, she was very mature.
Exactly. He's justifying his previous actions by stating his current stance now when that's not what's being argued at all whatsoever.
Yeah, a high yield savings account. She was very mature for her age. Okay.
She actually grew me when you think about it.
She actually passed high school when she was 14, so she's a fast learner. Okay, pretty smart.
Wink, wink.
I geometry. She didn't. Therefore, we're kind of on the same wavelength, despite the age gap.
Truth?
Don't you know?
Yeah, we all die anyways. What's the real harm?
She knows the Pythagorean theorem. Close enough.
Dude. Ugh. Do you have a contact with Pokery, by the way, or nah?
Yeah, I can DM him if you want.
Is this image
Yeah, I wouldn't
and if so,
hold on.
Why?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, letting him have like, a call in to like chill, for sure. But that's totally up to him.
Yeah, sure.
We'll
try inviting him.
Okay, fair enough. I'll keep watching.
Go looking for people to meet, date, whatever. I'm going on, going to a bar where people who are under 21 cannot enter. When I'm, on Hinge or whatever, my dating range is not below 22. So
Okay.
I, like that. Just personally, I would be skeeved out by an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old being.
There wouldn't be
even if it's
minors on a
legal
dating
and
app
doesn't have-
anyways, dude. Fucking idiot. Doesn't prove
That's not
anything.
wrong, Goa. But, well,
What do you mean?
Minors on dating apps.
Oh, right, yeah, sure, yeah, they
an
can lie
ID
about their
isn't
age.
Required. No,
Yeah,
and an ID isn't required. Yeah, so
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Amos would know.
That like there's a growing sentiment that like if you're going for something especially 18 it's creepy.
I
but,
collect them like
also
Pokemon. Okay.
Yeah,
there's a
this
mixture
guy.
going on there because there's also people that go, well, they're legal adults, so it's fine. I'm of the positions like if they're freshly 18. I mean, if their fucking age ends with the word teen, the word teen, that's too young. If they are not able to drink, that is too young.
I mean, granted, right? I think you're proving that, like, your attractions change by saying, well, no, I don't go for 16-year-olds anymore. I go for, 22 and up. Like, I feel like
obviously your attraction changes. Like, if you have a childhood crush, like as a kid, and you have like more adult tastes when you become an adult, like that's obvious change in attraction. It's just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, guys, the whole
Yeah.
thing's true. But have you heard about yen and their fetish?
Hey, Amos, let's not be evil. But yeah, I know what you are. But let's keep going.
As for where I was at when I was 20, I never went to college. I hadn't moved out of the house at the point. I was homeschooled by an evangelical Christian family.
Okay.
I did not have a social life, a regular life as a teenager. I did not have an education worth dick. I was taught that the earth was
I'm a
less
sad,
than
lonely.
7,000 years old.
Okay.
I'm just a stupid fat old lonely chud.
But this doesn't justify being 20 dating 16, though. None of that does.
Well, he's gonna use the sponsor defense. So
Okay.
I saw a lot of stupid bullshit
it
in
was
school.
COVID, man.
I was taught a lot of bullshit, stupid bullshit in school. Like it was okay to date 16-year-olds at 20. Like I don't know how that changes it.
That's left me with basically having to pick up the pieces and try to understand how the history of the world really works. I have personally cut ties with a close family member.
It was a conspiracy,
who
man.
has tried to argue
My parents made me into a pedophile. So it wasn't my fault.
True.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds can consent.
Hold on, let me listen to that again.
When did you find that out? Just out of curiosity.
Let me listen to this again. Let me listen to this again. Hold
on. I have personally cut ties with a close family member who has tried to argue that 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds can consent.
Lol.
I resent the implication that I am attracted to children. Or that I have a history of being attracted to children as an adult.
You were though. I know it's like it could be.
Does he ever actually deny that he dated the 16-year-old?
No, he admitted it.
He's open about it.
Oh my god, dude.
The entire
Okay.
the entire reason people know about it is because he openly admitted to it.
Yeah,
Chopped.
dude. I don't know what he was expecting. Like, I don't really feel bad that he's been on and off debating it for like the past 10 years of like if it was okay or not.
And he said that he confessed this in a server of known minor when he knows that there are minors in it. So that's what makes it even more creepy.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh my god, bro.
Hey, just so you guys know, I've dated one of you before. Winks. No, that's a little weird. But no, interesting
Reminds
fella.
me of someone.
He looks at mirror. But yeah.
I was not fully grown at that point by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think that 20-year-olds are. I mean, I'll say this: Media Detective and TK are 20, and they're a lot more mature than I was when I was 20.
Okay.
So he only fucked the minor because he was immature.
No, that's so Media Detective and TK. That's the only reason they didn't date 16-year-olds because they're slightly more mature than Southpaw. Okay. It was their saving factor. If they were just 2 IQ low, then they would have made the same mistake.
I mean, what is he even saying? That he was sheltered as a kid, so when he grew up as an adult, that's why he fucking had sex with a 16-year-old? Like,
yeah, it's a bit chopped, but yeah.
Why do you think 20-year-olds are not fully grown?
Because they don't have a fully formed prefrontal cortex. Scientifically speaking, objectively speaking, the brain has not stopped developing.
I don't know about this line of reasoning because I feel like you can say this about if a 20-year-old was with a 15-year-old.
Is speaking as though he's a scientific authority. I love that.
You don't get it. He has his brain didn't fully develop. He didn't learn all the McDonald's fries and all that kind of stuff.
Thank you for the 2, but that's bullshit, Bomberman. At least you admitted you dated Gilla. No. I never admitted that. But anyways.
Well, yeah, they didn't date. They had a situationship anyways.
Relax? Yeah, anyways.
I mean, at that point, I stick with the DSM-5 definition, which goes with a 5-year or more age difference. So,
yeah, that's the same one that I go with.
Right, but I'm like even just trying to use pokeries, it's a definition that balances between either
your prefrontal cortex typically doesn't stop developing until like your 30s to begin with. So I mean, I don't think that's a valid framework to work under.
Maybe if we move it this way. Yeah. So Pokery, what compels you to use your definition over, let's say, what
something stated numerous times when people covered this.
Mm-hmm. I see. Yeah, I mean
1.5 those.
It is 1.5.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you think we were watching at normal speed?
I thought we were. I was like,
no.
Is medically stated.
Okay, well, in the definition, they go over the age of majority. The age of majority is typically 18 in most places. I think it's only 21 in like Alabama or some shit. It's only 21 in like one state, right? So it goes over that you have to be the age of majority, which would be 18. I agree, you would have to be at least 18 to be considered an adult. And it also goes over when you are legally and socially recognized as responsible for your actions, which is why I brought up earlier the fact that 18-year-olds are still socially viewed as kids. 19-year-olds are still typically socially viewed as kids. 20 is when people stop viewing you as a child. Because at that point you're 20. People are expecting you to like move out the house, like get a decent paying job, like buy a car, yada. Like you're expected to do a bunch of adult things by the time you're 20.
So it's based on what society's expectation is then, rather than anything more concrete or.
So it kind of seems like they're obviously going to get into the weeds because it seems like we're working off of like at least 2 to 3 different frameworks of what an adult is, like legally, socially, and morally. And I feel like that they're using one to combat the other when that's going to differ.
The relationship wasn't sexual, that he was just being a spurg and was exaggerating the relationship into something it wasn't.
That's true.
He had just he just had a close friendship with this 16-year-old girl that was pretty inappropriate for his age, and he just bragged about it being a romantic one because he's just an idiot. That's all he had to say, and people wouldn't respect him. To be clear, they just think they think he's creepy. He's a creepy weirdo, but they wouldn't call him a pedophile. That's
Sure.
all he had to say, but he's not willing to take any. He's not willing to put his ego aside for anything.
No, he wants to be the pedophile.
Well, I'm curious. How do we know the full extent of their relationship? Even.
He's the source of it, so that's a good question.
Okay. Well, it's one-sided.
Can we like talk to the now 26-year-old? Yeah, the now 26-year-old killer. That's why I said it like that, because you're a fucking freak. Yeah, you're a fucking freak. Yeah, the person who's 5 years older than me, Gilla.
Well,
sorry, 4 years older than me.
Well, he didn't meet her on Discord or anything. He met her at work. She was the one who broke it off because her friends told her to. She wasn't even the one who broke it off.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no way of contacting her,
No, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
thankfully.
Well, he's a pedophile in my heart.
Hey, what's that thing that Malcolm said? He's spiritually a pedophile.
Yeah, he's spiritually a pedophile.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna go off of. Oh yeah.
You're an adult at 18 legally. Socially, I think yes, 20 would be where you're considered an adult, which is relevant to the definition because it takes into account social norms.
I still maintain that I was not a very mature 20-year-old. Listen, for a lot of I think that if you're talking about someone who is going to call,
I see the defense like that just doesn't work because let's just say the 16-year-old ended up being 15. Would you still have this defense if I wasn't really a mature 20-year-old? So you can't even call me a pedophile. This defense just doesn't work. I feel like.
I mean, there's people with Down syndrome and autism that still go to jail for touching a kid. I don't.
Yeah, you would know. But
I do my research.
Dude, I gotta chill and pedo jacketing Amos for a moment, okay? It's just way.
You're spamming the
He just makes it way too easy. Okay, I'm an opportunistic pedo jacketer, and he keeps giving me the opportunity. Okay.
Well, in my heart, I know what she did to me.
This guy
is living on their own, yada yada. I can totally understand that. You were talking to someone who had very arrested development.
Okay.
Has quite a contentious relationship with his family for a number of reasons.
Uh-huh.
That being not least of them.
Where?
I don't like that I was homeschooled. I don't like that I was, raised into
Good
an
for you.
evangelical Christian family.
Okay.
I don't like that I was taught that, objectively wrong things about the age of the earth and, actual history.
It was groomed by Christians, so therefore I get to groom children.
Fuck off, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I really showed my family by fucking dating this 16-year-old. Right? I really showed them, got back at them. Fuck. Dude, this is so stupid.
I thought humans walked with dinosaurs, so that's why I fucked a 16-year-old.
And then the police officers, went from sitting to standing and just started applauding. It was
everyone just stops and just drops their cuffs and weapons. You're they just start clapping, dude.
You're free to go. You're free to go. Dude. Hold on.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I just don't see what this has to do with.
What's up? Oh, dude. Wait, was that the call that was interrupting itself? Lol.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I just don't see what this has to do with the conversation, though.
I mean, it's relevant to what you said about, why you would expect a 20 or 21-year-old to be considered an adult. I tried to give you some personal context, and you are just dismissing it out of hand, which at this point, I'm kind of done, tired of splitting hairs over this definition, and I think that it's time to just bite the bullet and talk about this returning the energy cope that you gave for why you just
splitting hairs.
Dude, yeah. They literally were disputing a fucking dictionary in the beginning of the call. This is stupid.
Why is the dictionary a valid source, exopokery?
Yeah. Dude. But now it's about him. Let's stop splitting hairs, please. I don't want to be seen as a pedophile. Yeah, it's fucked. Dude. Let's keep it going.
To pivot this from a conversation about a fucking superhero slop show to accusing me of being a pedophile.
Kind of a wild jump.
Yeah, we can get to that. I just want a bookend. Hang on. I just want to bookend. Hang on. I just want to bookend on this very specific thing. So, Pokery, like, if you define pedophilia as like, if someone's 20, 16, fine, whatever, that's your personal definition. Would you say that just because Southpaw defines it by the medical definition and therefore he doesn't see it that way, would you concede that that's not evidence that he doesn't condemn his actions in the past?
Okay, wait, are you essentially like saying like, you're basically asking like, do I believe he condemned? Like, do I think?
Yeah. Do you believe he condemned it in the past?
I mean, I don't know the guy. I don't really have any reason to believe or disbelieve that he condemns his actions.
Okay. What I'll say,
like literally all I know about him is this information I was given.
Okay. At this point, I would say, is it a fair expectation to just kind of table that sort of, I guess, that sort of response to Southpaw just to avoid drama like this moving forward? Like, is that a fair expectation?
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, yeah. I could.
Like, here's the thing: if he says something of the level, then okay, I can't stop you. I get it. If it's just like mutual energy against each other, but like,
I just don't really care. Like, this seems like such like a crybaby moment in the call, in my opinion, because it's like Southpaw did something really fucking stupid. You're gonna have to expect people to bring it up. You brought it up yourself. You made it public yourself. You made it free use, like free reign for everyone to use against you. Like, I don't know, man. This feels very it's like they're bringing up my mistakes to make fun of me with. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe don't announce it to the world? Question mark.
Oh, thank you for the 5. Hi, Lio sent me here. Hi, Ace. What's up, Raccoon Fangirl? Tell him that Lion-O loses to He-Man. He really likes hearing that. But yeah. Anyways. No, but it's like, well, that was kind of a fucking jump. People do this all the time. Okay? People do this all the fucking time with, like, freaks on the internet. Do you think that, like, if EDP were to tweet right now to be like, the Odyssey sucks, do you think people are not going to be like, shut the fuck up, you're a pedophile? Like, I don't know.
Well, to be fair, there are some people, like, with Lily Orchard, they're like, no, I want to talk about her media takes instead, dude. Like,
yeah. Hold up. I don't want to engage in this deflection of them being a potential rapist or pedophile. I want to see their take on the fucking Odyssey.
yeah.
Dude, it's like, but like, I don't think anyone should blame them for being like, okay, you did this.
It's
a
small minority. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for becoming a member. If you become a member, then you get to get access to the membership stickers. So yeah, great. Thank you for joining. And since that we got over 60 people here, let's like up. Let's get to 50, guys. I believe in us. Okay, and subscribe if new. But other than that, yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, I'd reinstall Twitter to call him one. Yeah, I don't see the issue. Oh no, it's like pokery. Please don't. But yeah, no, it's dumb. It's dumb.
That can get into.
If I start defending Lolicon.
Yeah, if he started doing something like that, I could see you bringing it up. Maybe if he went after something you did in the past that you're not proud of, then you do the same thing. Like, I get that context. Basically, what I'm trying to communicate here is, like, let's try to avoid needless drama or escalations. That's what I'm trying to say.
What? But why? I mean, okay, maybe if you like the person, but like, you would have a civil conversation. But like, why, if you don't like the person, what's the issue with them being honest? I don't know. Thank you for the 5. For the people who came from Lio, Ace finally came out as gay and dating Gilla on the side. No, that didn't happen.
Congratulations.
That rumor better fucking die, dude.
Yeah, I literally am dating a goth German chick, okay? Like, I'm not dating this guy who's my co-host, okay? I would say I would leak our DMs, but I don't want to do that to Gilla.
It would fuck you over. But not in the way that people think.
Thanks for that, Gilla. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, pokery.
Sorry, what's up? Sorry, I was just gonna read this donor real quick. Playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 while listening to this. Yay for poning idiots. Oh, thank you for the 5. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, Pokery got back to me. He said he's about to go to bed, so unfortunately he can't come on.
Okay, fair enough.
Gilla is the new go, by the way, to confirm your suspicions.
And no, it's not Yen Ivy. It's fucking Do. Okay, that's been public for a month. Okay.
Has it? I'm surprised you made that public. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, I obviously made sure it was okay with her first, and she was like, "Yeah, I don't care," and I'm like, "Okay, cool."
He really likes to flex. It's whatever.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's
it seems like a
fair.
shockingly brutal and
drama.
extreme thing to go to when like you're talking about superhero stuff. Like, I get it if like you don't agree with Southpaw's standard and stuff for media, that's fine. But like, kind of a wild thing to bring up over a fucking bullshit comic book debate.
It's funny to justify it or try to explain it as like, well, it was calling. Well, no, you're saying that I was okay. So it was because I was calling people retarded, right? But the funny thing is that you posted a meme asking bait or mental retardation when I said that Daredevil is not, Matt Murdock is not an absolute when it comes to the no kill rule.
Okay.
So apparently it is okay to either imply or say that someone is being a retard over a some spat over a TV show. That is a very far cry from calling them a pedophile.
Far cry, I like that.
I mean, yeah, if I had any dirty laundry, I'd expect someone to air it out if I called them a retard.
I mean, I think that the fact that you only chose then to air it out, it indicates that you just simply don't have an argument, and you were desperate to find something to get your, just get out of arguing the merits about whether or not this person was being a retard. If someone is arguing with me about whether 2 + 2 equals 4, if they're trying
okay, wait, hold on. I don't know why you keep acting like I brought it up
retard,
during
they can go, yeah, well, you dated a 16-year-old when you were 20. Shut the fuck up and let me talk.
I don't know why you keep acting like I brought it up during our argument. I brought it up after you blocked me, and then I was being told by. And then I was shown tweets of you talking to like PJ and Kava, like how you were talking. I was like, okay, like. So then that was when I said something. I was gonna just blame people.
Lol, like I don't know. I don't know what this guy expected. He made something public and it got used as ammo against him. Like wah. Like, is he mad that maybe his new audience will find out? Like I don't know. I don't know, that type of stuff. I don't know. People don't have to like you for knowing that. But yeah. Anyways,
especially when he just constantly brings it up over and over and over again.
Yeah, so he's the one. Who the fuck? Yeah, then okay. This guy has no reason to get upset. This is stupid. It's fucking stupid. But yeah. Anyways.
Was I calling you a pedophile in those tweets, right? Was I calling you a pedophile in those tweets?
Well, I mean, you can't do that to me because
did I call you a pedophile?
Also, it was mainly Kaba, wasn't there?
Like, who's he
call you a pedophile? Leave me alone, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, this is so fucking painful. Okay.
But did I call you a pedophile in those tweets?
Well, yeah, that's the difference between you and me. I've never dated a child, so you wouldn't be able to.
Did I call you a
pedophile? That's the difference between you and me. I didn't fuck a kid. Dude,
yeah. Dude. Dude, fuck me. I don't know why he doesn't get that. Like, and also accusing, it's like he's bringing up something that you apparently repeatedly bring up yourself. Like, would that not be fair game? It's really odd. Really odd stuff.
It's not fair because they were talking about Daredevil.
Dude.
That's unironically his argument, though. Like, we were talking about Daredevil, keep it on topic.
Dude. Fucking hell.
The file in the tweets.
Hold on. Something needs to be made clear here. Poker, regardless of intention, you went from simply, trying to debate a Southpaw argument to hitting the nuclear annihilation button. This is not a matter of returning the energy. This is going full genocide mode on Southpaw.
Do you know who he kind of sounds like?
Who does he sound like?
You know your cartoon character lore? Like he kind of sounds like Droopy the dog.
A little bit, I see it.
Kind of sounds like Burn the World.
He's not gonna know who Burn this little bro. Dude.
Those who know.
Dude, it's like, we're like playing Undertale right now, and you just chose like the genocide route, basically. Like,
yeah, I made that same joke. That same joke when I watched it.
Fucking hell. Fuck.
Literally no reason. You have to understand that.
Yeah, if he called you a retard, I think the proper thing to respond if you want to return the energy is call him a retard back.
Call me a retard.
I'm sure he would be. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Like, he'd be able to take.
Just call me a fucking retard, man. Don't bring up the fact that I dated a 16-year-old at 20.
When I insult you, you have to keep in mind my feelings.
Yeah. Dude, holy fuck. This guy really, really wants me to see this. It better be good. Hold on.
Hey, I'm a pedophile, not a monster.
All right, guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay.
What is this?
I don't know, but like this is being begged to be looked at. Hold on. Let me let me how do I
Actually, that is worth a beer, right? I would see it.
Okay, let me Yeah, let me just do this real quick.
Professional streamer, by the way.
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is that? Dude,
What happened, Rick? I thought you.
Dude. Okay. Display capture off. Back on. Okay, what is this?
Weren't the good guy anymore. Ain't that what you said? Even right here, right now, ain't gonna fight for it. I'm a better father than you, Rick. I'm better for Lord than you, man. I'm a better man than you, Rick, because I can be here and I'll fight for it.
Dude, this is kind of scary.
Dude, that's tough.
So this is what Hippleton sent me just because he rated into me as like, please, can you look at it, please? Like, I think he like secretly wanted me to think that it was him. But yeah, no, we'll keep going. Fucking hell.
That going for like the most unrelated, like ridiculous thing like that is it's so
Also
unnecessary.
with Nazi propaganda, mind you, because they got mad that I was calling rape apologists for being rape apologists. So there's context for why this was even leaked in the first place. To attack me for standing up for rape victims, but I'm sure you don't care about that at all.
What the fuck are you saying, dude? What? Are they linked to that I dated a 16-year-old? Because what, dude? What?
Even though he was the original source of that information, meaning he is a Nazi by his own argument.
Sure, yeah.
I'm sure you don't care that I stand up for rape victims. Are you only doing it for brownie points? Like,
performative.
That's how it comes off.
He's like wearing a shirt like pedos for women's rights or some shit. Like,
honey,
dude. Oh, what's up, Yen? No, I'm kidding. I don't actually think she joined. I think that was Amos being evil. But yeah, let's keep going. Fucking hell.
I mean, no, I care about rape victims. I just don't see the context of how we got leaked.
It's a guy who's in the EFAP fan base who got mad at him.
This is someone who was trying to smear SK, who was trying to smear me because we pointed out that EFAP victim blamed a rape victim. That's how this whole thing originates.
EFAP victim blamed a rape victim. I feel like that wasn't the case, though, right,
that
Kino?
doesn't exist.
Right, like Sorry, you go.
Yeah, it didn't happen. So this all originates from Southpaw getting pissed at them over not liking a TV show called Terriers, and they're just like, yeah, they didn't really cover this plot line between this one character and another character because she seemed to have consented to this to having sex with this one character. Apparently she didn't, so that's just like up in the air because of this. The show is very sloppy in its presentation, and then Southpaw took that personally, and then he called them rape apologists, but then backtracked to saying victim blamers.
Dude,
which
wait.
is just like
Yeah, it's pretty much the same
synonymous.
field. Yeah, dude. So this guy is literally priding himself up by saying, I stood up for rape victims by publicly
defending
disagreeing.
a fictional character.
Yeah, publicly disagreeing and defending his fictional character, bro. Hey, if you guys are fucking mean to Mark from Invincible, I will fucking punch you. See, guys, I just stand up for SA victims all the time. It's just kind of like, my thing. Like, bro.
There's also this one guy named Chaseface who was like being inappropriate with a minor, and he was like a former guest on EFAP, the same as Southpaw, but he was like doing some inappropriate stuff with someone named Kira, I think. Southpaw got into contact with her, but it's weird because it really wasn't necessary because EFAP cut ties, and there's nothing really that could have been done further. And Chaseface already ruined his online reputation.
Right.
But yeah.
Dude.
I'm just gonna say the jokes write themselves. We'll just say that.
Has this guy ever taken a dub in his life? Like, I'm genuinely trying to find that. He made the victim watch Terriers. Ooh. Dude. This is bleak.
I don't really know or care about EFAP to even
This is the problem with this type of chud propaganda, right? Is they can dig up something that looks bad about someone, release it, and then suddenly it's no longer about the victim.
Looks bad. So are you trying to is that softly saying that you don't think it is bad, it just looks bad? Like, that's a very interesting choice of words for his own situation.
I really want to hear him actually justify the fucking relationship. I'm very interested to hear that.
It was 10 years ago.
It's no longer about the fact that they allowed a grooming victim to be exploited for some group of terminally online degenerates' personal gain at the expense of.
What? When did that happen?
Never.
Okay. Okay.
When I lie.
A pedophile, mind you, the wrongful expense, I should say, because actually he was the only person doing anything right, by that grooming victim. Believe it or not, weird for someone who is supposedly a pedophile. You
dated her. What did you do?
This is a real person. Wait, what? Oh, about the minor. Never mind.
You dated her. What'd you do right by her? Oof.
Wait, what? I didn't hear what was said.
SK is claiming that I dated Kira, apparently, because he doesn't understand what I was talking about.
No, yeah, he meant Kira.
None of this fucking matters. To your ass, bro. Like, he just gish gallops constantly instead of actually addressing the point that yes, he, according to his own words, he dated a 16-year-old as a 20-year-old. He just can't address that fact. The fact that he said that, and he has to try to move the goalposts or just change the subject. And Exopokery is not letting that happen. So he's just getting frustrated.
Yeah, I feel like if you have to do that, I feel like you're kind of guilty. If you can't even directly engage in the point, you have to constantly be deceptive and move the goalpost. I feel like that's a sign of guilt. I don't think any innocent person or someone who genuinely believes that they did nothing wrong would avoid the topic like fucking like a motherfucker. I don't know.
Yeah, they would be eager to explain themselves rather than just dance around it the whole time.
Yeah, fucking tangoing. Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, different person.
There was a grooming victim who was exploited by a group of EFAP fans for their personal gain at my expense, even though I did everything right by Kira. I never dated Kira.
Yeah, no, that's not who the 16-year-old was.
Wait, is he talking about the show or? Upsetting spaghetti.
Dude, see, this is just a random piece of context to something that we don't have any evidence for, nothing that we could refer to, and clearly his word of mouth is not too reliable. So I kind of just have to be I don't know, believe it or not, take it with a grain of salt with this.
Who's Kira even?
No,
here's that I think they're the
character,
the victim. No, the victim of a Chase Face, that guy I was telling you about earlier.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right. So wait, what?
Again, EFAP had nothing to do with Kira.
Yeah. So what?
It was
why not just frame it it was Chase Face who's the issue instead of saying EFAP fans?
Because he has a hate boner.
Also, keep in mind that he's only bringing up Kira because he's friends with to frame himself as a friend of a victim to use her as a shield for his own dirty laundry. It's gross. It's a gross tactic.
Dude, this is so cooked, bro. Fuck me. Dude.
And stop jumping to attacking me when I'm trying to explain context.
Pokery, can I ask you something? Hold on, Southpaw. Can I ask you something, Pokery? Would you agree that before this VC, you didn't really know any of the context surrounding Southpaw and this incident that happened over 10 years ago? Would you agree with that?
I was told that he dated a 16-year-old at 20.
No, he knows the context. I gave it with TK.
I've known about this for a while.
Hold on. Let me clarify my question. When you made your original tweets, did you know any of the context surrounding Southpaw?
Yes.
Yeah, that he dated a 16-year-old when he was 20 and said he grew from his actions and condemned them, so they let him back into the community.
Okay. But would you agree that it's better to ask Southpaw what the context is surrounding that situation before you go ahead and make an accusation like that?
Okay, so I don't really like that they're using accusation, because he's just saying exactly what he did and what he admitted to. Like, you can argue insinuation of pedophilia. Sure, you could do that. And Pokery already said that he believes that he's a pedophile off of the standards that he's going off of. So sure, but he didn't technically call him a pedophile if we're going to play the semantics game. He said that he did what he already admitted of doing. Like, I don't know. Like, this feels weird. Like, do I have to confront someone, like, why, you know, like, about the thing that they admitted to doing? I guess you could say, why did you do it? But, like, they admitted to doing it, so you could just say they did it, and here's the evidence that they did it. This is literally, you know, from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, it feels redundant.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Fucking hell.
Why would I ask? Why would I ask him for the context of something he admitted to?
This was Nazi propaganda. Okay, the one thing is that this was a
It's Nazi propaganda.
Nazi propaganda, dude. Shut up, bro.
Hold on. I'm trying to ask Bogey a question. Would you agree that it's best to get all the context before you make an accusation like that?
It's not an accusation.
What other context would I need?
I don't know, the context of Southpaw's mindset at the time, the context of
he has that. He has that.
Have you considered the pedophile's feelings?
Yeah, like, also, like, if Pokery feels like that this guy's, like, you know, was a pedophile in this case, why would he want to talk to someone like that? Like, I don't know, like, oh, they're 20 and they dated a 16-year-old and they admit to it? Oh, okay, what a fucking freak. They need to consult him for that? Like, I don't know.
Poor summer child. Poor baby.
Dude. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, one, I knew about his mindset at the time. I just don't deem it as a valid excuse. Like, what the fuck? I don't see how that would be.
Well, hold up. Like, so what is the relevance here? I thought we were talking about if it's proportionately returning the energy. That's what this was about. I don't know why we're on about this. Like, stick with the
as to...
It's not. We're talking about proportionality. So, proportionately, Pokery, why did you think that was okay to respond with? Like, just explain that, and then proceed from there.
I'm sorry, fucking Liam said some bullshit, chat. Okay, so basically, I mean, I guess the only way I can explain is just to put my mindset on I guess I don't fucking know. But literally, just my mindset was all I know about this guy is that he dated a kid when he was 20, whatever. So like already like don't really see any reason to like show him any respect or like him in any way. So then I see him like talking crazy to two people who I consider to be friends. So that was like, okay, fuck it. I was bring it up.
Okay, so pause real quick. It's just like it's so funny how media. It's so funny how media defective like in Southpaw see like all these other guys are like arguing. Oh, why didn't you consider Southpaw's feelings? Why aren't you guys considering Pokery and the other people they're beefing with their feelings? Like Southpaw's 30 years old and he's arguing for like selective empathy, like rules for thee, not for me. It's so childish.
That's
if you don't want to be insulted online, then don't get into internet slap fights. It's very simple.
Yeah, if you can't handle the space, then don't be a part of it, Clover. But no, I just don't really, I don't really understand. I know, like it is just kind of like this is such a dumb point. Like maybe it's just because I'm in commentary and these standards would be laughed at. But it's like, please don't just use a nuke before it gets to that level. Like people bring up people's L's all the time. I don't know. Like what the fuck? What the fuck did you expect? Also, what's up, Calesto? I see you have the horrific Chud Kinoflex on with this drama. It seems like Kinoflex was involved.
Classic Molesto line. Why don't you come on here and tell that to my face, KKK Lesto?
Yeah, Calesto. Now you see, fucking hell, dude, he kind of owned you, Kino. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. Anyways, no, yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of like looping on that. It's like, okay, you made something public that's an L of yours. It's gonna be used, especially in a slap fight. Like, fuck off. This happens all the time. Yeah, it's exactly. Talk shit, get hit. Exactly. He's literally bitching because he got hit after slapping. I don't. Yeah, this is dumb. Fuck me.
Okay.
If someone I didn't like beat a woman and said something that
Would you-
was like.
So
bad,
what you're trying to say? So I guess what you're saying is this is the version of John, whoever the fuck wife beater.
John Del Rose.
Like, is that how you? Yeah, I guess that's what your perspective is. It's like that guy.
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy going on about Supergirl constantly, and every time he talks shit, people say like, "Oh, you beat your wife." Every time he says something like inflammatory,
yeah. It was essentially just the same as that. I mean, like,
Yeah,
he's
don't
being,
beat
like,
your wife.
hella
Maybe
rude to
people
two
won't
people
bring
like
it
this. So I
up.
was like, okay, I don't see why I wouldn't bring it up. Like, it's not like I like the guy. I have no reason to like him. All I know about him is that he dated a kid.
But by your definition,
What the fuck is this message? At Poker, Mr. Freeze had a wife. Lol.
under 21 can also be a
Awesome.
kid.
Oh, thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 5, Snaky. Stop bullying Clovers before he tells you to your dad. I would feel so bad. Not admitting this framework that you have maliciously set, but I would feel so bad that once I do my stream on Clover, they make it Lio's issue. Okay, that would be like, bro, just fucking man up, dude. And just like directly engage or shut the fuck up. Like, that's just kind of like where I'm at with it. You make a whole video on me. I know you don't really know anything about this, Kino. Essentially, a person made a video on me. And I challenged them to, like, have a conversation, challenge them to a debate, have a conversation, and they ran like a bitch.
They call you an incel?
They call
incel or something.
Yeah, they call my audience filled with incels. They accuse me of defending a neo-Nazi, which is just not the case. And
black neo-Nazi.
Yeah, black neo-Nazi. That was relevant, Gilla. Thanks. But but it's like, it's really stupid. It's really fucking dumb. You make this video.
Was it Kanye?
No, no. But no. They've been working on this video for over a month. And I was on like Himpleton's stream and already like clapped back. I plan on doing it on my own channel too, but they're getting mad because they got clapped back. I didn't even say anything really that much publicly besides a stream and my tweet, which I guess you can argue is enough. But I've not said anything on like my own YouTube platform yet, and they've already like cowered away like a little bitch. Like I don't really have much respect for that behavior. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's very cowardly. Like if I made a video on someone and the person challenged me, I don't see why. Like I think I would be called a bitch if I denied it too. I think that's just consistency in this space. But yeah, no. That tangent aside. Yeah. Anyways. Let's get back into the guy who dated a 16-year-old at 20. My fault, gang. My fault.
No, my definition was under 20. I said I could see how someone could.
20 or
No,
21.
I explained it. I explained it like
we did explain that.
6 different times. I explained like 5-6 different times as it's under 20, but I'll add in 21 because I can understand how someone else could see it that way.
Yeah, he did say
So
someone
what
else.
about understanding Southpaw when he was 21?
Wait, he was 21?
No. They're saying like they would understand
no.
why someone would see a 21-year-old as a kid, but that's just not how they personally view it.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyways.
I'm gonna go get alcohol.
Yeah, go get alcohol, little bro. You'll definitely be more linguistically functional. Yeah. But yeah. There we go.
Who would probably also see it in a similar way.
I mean, I just don't see how that's relevant to the fact that he dated a kid, which would make him by definition a pedophile. Like, you can give all the context you wanted. Like, sure, all it does is explain. It doesn't justify or contradict anything I'm saying.
But didn't you just say that you could see why other people could see someone as under 21 as still a child, or 20 as a child? Like, what are we doing here?
I thought we were past that
What does that have
already.
to do with any? Yeah, I don't see what that has to do with anything.
We're talking about proportionality, like why he would bring that up as like a retort. Like, why don't? So let's get back to it. Why do you think that was like too much in as a retaliation? Like, just get back to that.
Who are you asking me? See?
Yeah, your side. Like, why do you think it's too much of retaliation? Any of you could answer.
Because it is a relevance to what was being
yeah,
discussed.
yeah, he's talking to you, Southpaw, not your.
But to be fair, you could
have
say the same
arguing
thing
for
about
you.
John beating his wife. Like, that's technically irrelevant.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, I never.
and I'm not saying I think they're the same. I'm saying like we need like more reasoning. Because
Well, also,
Popery is under the impression. Well, real quick, I'm trying to explain it so we can get the best responses possible. The reason he was I'm bringing this comparison is because that's how Pokery sees it in that situation. Oh, someone's talking shit. All right, let me bring up this dumb thing they did before. But yeah, I'm just trying to make sure the perspective is clear, so you can contend with it.
I mean, if someone personally thinks that a 30-year-old dating a 22-year-old is pedophilia, I like that just doesn't really matter. It's like, okay, you have a personal definition of pedophilia that isn't actually, it's actually rather contended with.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, you're going by your own personal definition, right?
No, I abided by Oxford's definition.
You're of an adult.
Yes, I read out Oxford's
adult as
definition
under
and
20 or
explained.
21.
Huh?
Oxford defines adult as under 20 or 21.
Do you need me to read it out again?
Well, to be fair,
Oxford
so just so
being
we're all
socially
tracking right,
recognized
just
as
so
a
we're all tracking right,
requirement.
because I think both of you are mixed up. So when we brought up the Oxford thing, it led to adult dating child, and we got into the definition of adult. Pokery said someone who is socially and legally considered an adult, right? And Southpaw's response to that is, socially speaking, he was like, because of his circumstances, he's not a very mature 20-year-old. That's what he said, something like that.
How were you? Wait, hold on. I guess we can get into the specifics of that. How were you not very mature at 20? Like, what did
I
you do?
literally spelled it out, and SK just, oh my god.
The only thing you really did was give like your religious beliefs and the fact that you were like staying at home and you were homeschooled. You didn't explain how you were like immature.
Yeah, that greatly stunted my emotional and social maturity.
In what ways?
Not having a lot of friends, not having a lot of experiences like in the real world, being very sheltered.
I wonder what his
not
answer
having
would be if how he's more mature now.
He's older physically.
Now he's an atheist.
Yeah,
Dude.
but what does he know now that would give him the insights of not being a pedophile?
I would hope that he
Like,
says taxes.
That comes naturally to most people, to nearly everyone.
You gotta
Like, even pedophiles, when they act out on it, they know it's wrong.
Online optics? I don't know. Like I don't know what he would. I don't know what answer he would give to that.
Yeah. Like I know this guy better than you guys, and even I'm confused.
Yeah. Dude.
I don't think that my family taught me a very strong sense of right and wrong.
Okay.
Again, harbor a good bit of resentment towards them over.
Did they
the
teach you
numerous
that fucking 6-year-olds was okay? Like, why?
Yes.
That being included.
Okay, so you're saying because you weren't really taught what was right or what was wrong in the right way? Like, in what sense? Like, you're being very vague right now.
Well, for instance, I mean, conservative Christian family. So, for instance, they thought that being gay was wrong. So that's one way which they totally fucked up there.
But you also dated a little girl, so like, what does this have to do with gay? Unless like the 16-year-old was a guy. If I'm missing something.
Well, the guy could just ask, like, okay, did your parents teach you that it was okay to be like 20 and fuck a 16-year-old? Like, where did you get that idea that was okay?
Yeah, dude.
Because I don't even think that's discussed in the Bible. Like,
Abyssal Gray, I'm sorry.
It's discussed in the Quran.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe he was Muslim.
I'm sorry, Gray, that I have to do this to you, but this isn't a debate, Southpaw and Pokery, because it spends too much time arguing definitions for pedophilia and Southpaw trying to justify why he dated a 16-year-old at 20. This is a non-debate. No, it's still a debate. Sorry, I have to do that to you. Yeah, I have to disagree with you. Everyone make fun of... No, don't make fun of Gray. Gray's actually pretty chill. No, but like, obviously, this is what we call debate rape. Okay, in this scene. So instead of actually engaging with the actual point, they're going to spend forever getting into the weeds, getting into semantics, dodging. It's not accusing Pokery of necessarily doing it, to be fair. Southpaw's been the main one who's like, well, like, yes, Pokery will bring up his, the dictionary definition, and then Southpaw's be like, I disregard the dictionary because it changes all the time. It's that type of stuff, right? Anything to distract the point, anything to like keep going in circles. It's very insufferable, and it wastes a lot of time. Now, granted, I still don't mind going over that because it just gives me more runtime, and I get to be mad at them easier. But they are fucking insufferable to be in, I'll say. For sure. They're fucking insufferable to be in if you engage with someone like that.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah, you love it, Gilla. Debate rape is gay and dumb. Hey, Gray, you watch your fucking mouth. Okay. But yeah.
Now's not the time for that.
Yeah.
My oldest brother was 19 when he met his wife. She was 15 at the time. This is a thing that was normalized to me 7 at the time.
Just real quick, are you gonna watch
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
Pokery's
Pokery's video.
on this?
Yep.
Okay. I'll stay quiet then, like I did with Templeton.
Okay. I do
But
know
just
what.
keep, like, what
I do know the thing,
keep
but for
that
Gilla, I'll keep it
part in
secret.
mind.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, I know too, but yeah. Yeah. Keep that in the back of your mind, little bro.
Okay, I'm over this. I really don't see how morality dictates maturity. Like, that's not really answering the question. Like, yeah, like, sure, you had incorrect morality, given that your brother was a pedophile and fucking, you weren't really taught that homophobia was wrong. But by this logic, anyone who's homophobic shouldn't be deemed as an adult, and anyone who's into kids shouldn't be deemed as an adult. Like, I don't.
I'm giving you a couple of examples here. Like, I can give you.
Yeah, but the specific examples you're giving don't lead to anything. They're non sequitur.
Because you're being obtuse. You're a dishonest piece of shit. That's
All
what.
right,
dishonest right now.
Just stick with the arguments.
It's a chicanery.
I don't know because I literally spell it out and Pokery pretends to not understand.
Notice how like Southpaw demonstrated a 4-year age gap between his brother and this, alleged person. Pokery calls him a pedophile, and Southpaw did not dispute it.
Does not correct him. No,
it's very
Does not correct him.
So, what do we think about his own age gap?
What's the difference?
It's different because I'm not my brother.
So
by your
I don't
own
have
logic,
anything that I can say
by
after
your
that.
by your own logic, it's literally logically impossible to substantiate the premise that a pedophile or a homophobe should be considered an adult. I do not see how illogical that is.
No, that's not the argument I was making. That's a straw man.
Okay, so I was asked. Just contend with the information. That's not straw man. You were literally asked to propose examples of how you were immature, and the only two that you gave was that you were homophobic and that your brother was a pedophile. So yes, by your own logic, it is A, impossible for pedophiles to exist, because I guess by this definition, it's impossible for a pedophile to be an adult, which is so circular to begin with. And B, you don't think homophobes should be considered adults.
You asked for examples, and I gave you 2 examples. How many examples do I need?
Okay, wait, hold on.
How many examples do I need to give?
Hold on.
How many examples do I need to give? How many examples do I need to give? How many examples do I need to give?
Dude, he's crushed it out. Oh my god.
How many examples do I need to give?
Malfunctioning.
If you agree that those are the only 2 examples that you gave, then it's impossible for you to make the claim that I'm straw manning or misrepresenting.
As if those are the only examples I could possibly have. It's just I didn't give them. How many examples do I need to give?
Give any example that would lead to the conclusion that you're immature. The only ones you gave are non sequitur as fuck. They don't lead to anything. And then you made the dumbass claim that I was straw manning you because your slow ass can't give a proper example of how you're immature at 20.
I mean, you're calling me slow, but you think that it is okay to call me a pedophile because I called someone that you're friends with a retard.
I don't see how that dictates intelligence. I just don't like
Of course you don't, because you got dropped on your head when you were a child.
Because you got your head dropped when you were
Hey, that's ad hom.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
SK, where's the moderation here? Excuse me?
Also your dog, or whatever the fuck he said before.
Fucking hell.
Or I mean, I think anyone listening.
I mean, the reason why, listen, I know that I'm not a pedophile because I'm not sexually attracted to you. You understand that?
Okay.
I know I'm not a pedophile because I'm not attracted to you, an adult. Take that.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
What a good rebuttal. You know what? That's insane, bro. That's fucking insane. Fucking hell.
He's
Back to
fucking
the arguments.
I'm dead.
What the fuck is he on about?
Let's just please Iron Man. How the fuck did you get involved? I'm disconnecting you.
Why did
what?
Because he's not involved. He doesn't belong here.
No, there's
I don't know.
just a random guy that joined. Don't worry.
Okay.
Please tell me it was Anthony.
What are you doing here? Get out!
Dude. What the fuck is disagreement day? Dude, I gotta infiltrate this server. All right, I
was on it today or last night.
Oh, interesting.
They just debate like comic book and movie shit.
As you can see, this is some great developments of usage of the server. Fucking hell. Fuck. Why did it zoomed up on me clicking it? Fuck.
Who fucking gave
Yeah, so can you give the examples of like how you were immature, because you haven't given any.
I mean, okay, so here's what I will say, right? I feel like all of the things that were brought up as far as his background, you could technically say this about, let's say, I don't know, someone who's 22 years old and has the same experiences and nothing much has changed, but then they're dating like a 15-year-old, right? I feel like you could give the same logic here, and I think that's what
you could
Poker's trying to
say this
communicate
about,
with
about someone who's close to 30 and in the same circumstances. Like, I don't see how this leads to the conclusion that you're immature.
I'd like to just, as a somewhat separate thing, this might seem a little bit unrelated, but I do think it's it sort of warrants being brought up. I just wonder, Pokery, you are aware SK is friends with Southpaw, right?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay. Are you comfortable being friends with someone who's friends with a pedophile?
When have I ever argued?
This is a very interesting deflection. So instead of actually engaging with it, it's like, well, are you okay that one of your buddies is pals with this guy? Dude, that is so slimy.
Maybe you should break up with him.
True.
It's like an insanely desperate pivot, yeah.
Yeah, instead of directly
Maybe
engaging.
you should leave us alone.
Yeah, instead of a direct engagement, you got to be like, well, if you consider this guy to be a pedophile, why are people friends of yours being friends with him? Like, okay, dude. Okay.
I could probably be asked like after everything. Yeah.
True. You could ask that after you engage.
Hey, give him time to change his mind.
Well,
that he's currently a pedophile.
I'm just someone who was formerly. I mean, if you're willing to use pedophile as something to describe
If someone
Southpaw,
was formerly, I never described him as a pedophile. I never did that.
Oh yeah, but
no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
I'm gonna go fuck my girlfriend who's my age. You should take notes from me, you old bitch. You can claim that you didn't explicitly say I'm currently a pedophile. That's absolutely
to be fair, that is a joke. Like
I don't fucking care if it's a joke.
Well, that's
He's so tilted, bro.
That's
fuck off. That's absolute coke.
Hang on.
Dude, I don't think Southpaw was too happy with that one. No. Please tell me I said I guess we not friends. No, he didn't say that. No one said that I'm aware of. Dude.
Peter Raid.
Just making
you're one to talk.
Hang on.
Wait, hold on. SK, so I can explain. I can give a better explanation of it. So one, not only is this just me literally just being facetious to bait you because I knew you would chimp out over it too. It's because to my knowledge, this 16-year-old is probably the last like actual romantic experience you've ever had. So I mean,
that's so.
No, Southpaw and I've been in a very happy gay relationship for 3 years now. Anyways, let's go back to the actual topic.
I mean, just to be fair, I think this is really a joke. When I read this.
Dude, fucking hell.
When I read this at the time, I assumed that this was a joke. I feel like this could be how do I explain this? If someone were to make fun of like I don't know Comic Legends' old production quality with GCMR when he used to stream, and it was just the entire page of Watch Together, right? And someone makes a joke saying, anyways, Comic Legend, I'm going to stream on an actual format, that is professionally looking. Maybe you should take notes from that, just because they're making fun of his old content. Like, I don't think that then means that person thinks in their heart of heart, oh yeah, his content was always the same like that. He never changed anything. Like that. That's not really the same thing. Like, I even when I read this, I assumed, okay, this is probably some joke.
To mention, even though I don't even fucking know you, I've literally been in VCs with SK where he's explained it to me, and I said, okay, it was probably one in the past. I can acknowledge it's probably not one at the moment. That still doesn't mean I have to like or respect you. Like, you still did that in your past.
What the fuck was his image just sent?
Oh, that's so there's a clip of a guy going, I'm retarded.
Am I retarded?
Then,
yeah, I was in.
Yeah, and then he looks in the mirror and he has Down syndrome.
Yeah. That being sent to Media Detective based? Evil.
Also, if I can kind of give an opinion on
What's
something,
up, Liv?
to something he said about being friend, like SK being friends with Southpaw, I think that's kind of different as well because even if like Pokery did know about that or like anyone else did know about that and it did rub them the wrong way, I think it like if SK is kind of friends with them, that's not really his like anyone else's business. Like, of course, someone like him would disagree with that, but of course it would just that's just them, like that's their circle. They don't want to make business with.
If you think that someone being friends with that supposed pedophile is a problem, it should be a problem.
He doesn't currently think that.
Yeah, one, I don't think you currently are one. I do believe pedophiles can be reformed and changed. And two, I mean, I can just air this out since it's relevant to the convo. It's not like I haven't brought it up to SK that I have an issue that you're in the community. Like, I have brought it up.
Well, he said he's fine with it under the condition that, like, that he's, like, changed in the past.
There's also no such thing as a former pedophile. Pedophiles don't change. Your entire perception is based on.
Oh my god! Did we already go over this?
We can't be a former rapist. Like if you do it, you are that. That's just a descriptor at that point.
It's the silliest cope.
Well, to be fair, the reasoning you gave for that was because you can't change your attractions when it regards a child. But like,
I mean,
the 16-year-old's still a child.
I'm thinking there's some kind of semantical thing. It's like you could have offended and then get castrated and like have that no longer have that sexual attraction. Like you could be like a child groomer. Like once you groom a child, you're a child groomer forever. Once you rape a child, you're a child rapist forever. But like pedophilia indicates like attraction. And if that disappears and that goes away, then you would no longer be a pedophile.
Yeah, you can be attracted to a child but never act out on it. And then
you would still be a pedophile though.
Right.
I would say
because acting out on it would add a yeah.
I'd say debatable because you can grow. I think you can you'd be a pedophile if you would or like a child molester if you acted out on it. But if you got therapeutic help, you wouldn't be one really, but like you just keep those attractions to yourself. That would at least that's what I would classify it as.
Well, I just kind of feel like the only thing that changes there is from offending to non-offending. Like, I don't know. Like, castration, I think, would get rid of it because it's like the point of castration.
Well, it lowers the libido to the point where it's like you don't have any sexual attraction to anything, literally nothing. You have no sexual thoughts or desires whatsoever because your libido is like not there.
Yeah, you just become asexual.
Basically.
But I don't know.
I think that's how it works at least. I
Yeah.
could be wrong, to be fair. It's been a while since I've looked into it.
But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting argument because especially with like 4-year age gaps, those are always like, yeah,
bad.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with it being bad.
It's definitely bad, but like
the only reason he's
got-
bringing it up, the only reason he has this stance is because he's trying to give himself an out. Like that's what you guys need to understand. There's no actual coherent logic applied to it. It's all just post hoc rationalization.
Sure.
Right. Yeah, no, I get that. Dude. I think like that out of the whole conversation, I think the most gray area, at least from Pokery, is going to be like the reforming pedophiles argument. Like that they could be reformed. I understand what he means, but like that's probably going to like always spark the most like gray area and like disagreements, I would say. Otherwise, I haven't really had much of an issue with what Pokery said.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, we continue.
So I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah, by this logic, are you still attracted to that 16-year-old?
Me? Fuck no.
Me?
Okay, then so your attraction can change.
But I wasn't even. I was 20 years old. I was not a fully developed adult.
So do you not think a 20-year-old fucking a 13-year-old is a pedophile?
Well, there's a pretty substantial age difference with that.
No, I just want you to answer the question, yes or no.
Because I go off of the DSM-5's definition, which would go with an age difference of 5 years or more. Yes, I would think that person is a pedophile.
Okay, so do you not...
A 4-year age difference is not pedophilia.
Hold on, I don't really care. That's not relevant to the question I was asking. So do you not agree or disagree that the 20-year-old...
See, I actually do agree, Roller Rot. If DSM-5 was 4 years, Southpaw would just find something else that fits his situation. Yeah, I do agree. The way he's like using it, it's an absolute crutch. And to an extent, I understand why the DSM-5 would be used. I think that Southpaw would have an argument to say, I wouldn't medically or legally be considered a pedophile. But most people are going to just see him and be like, oh, what a fucking freak.
It's just a dumb... Yeah, it's just a dumb form of argumentation. Like,
I'm not technically a pedophile. I'm like on the brink of being a pedophile. Know the difference, Nazi.
Like, what are you doing?
I feel like when you get to that point in your life, you might as well just end it. Like, what the fuck are you doing if you're like, like if you're spending time on the internet to be like, no, I'm not technically a pedophile, guys. Like, bro, like, what are you even doing with your footprint anymore? Just DFE, dude. Like, that's awful, bro. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Is there a bigger sign of someone without a life than debating whether or not they're a pedophile online with people who hate you?
Yeah, it's literally lolcow behavior.
You can spend time with your family, do anything else.
You mean
family?
You mean
yeah?
You mean his homophobic pedophilic family? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
have some consideration.
Well, keep this in mind for the Keep this in mind for that Exo Pokery video, but you should keep everything Southpaw says about his personal life. Besides the fact that he admitted to dating a 16-year-old as with skepticism, treat it with skepticism.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil you.
No, I know. I got you.
The story massively changes. I'm guessing.
Gulps.
Since you claim 20-year-olds are not fully developed or the fuck, do you not agree that 20-year-old can grow up over time and stop being attracted to 13-year-olds?
Obviously, because I speak from experience.
Okay, dumbass, you just conceded a pedophile can reform.
No, the thing is that I'm not.
Dude.
Okay, what? You can pretend that I did that all you like because you're going.
You just did that. What you literally just did.
Oh man, you just. All right. Okay.
I can go over.
Well, I mean, regardless, right? Well, okay. Whether or not medically speaking you can change or not, like I don't even know. I probably have to research it because you both keep giving conflicting ideas. But like, regardless, we're talking about Pokery's perspective and what he thought at the time. Like that's the focus here. So that's relevant to whether or not he was making the specific accusation you're saying he made.
Yeah,
like that's entirely relevant here about the whole friends thing.
The point. just to go over the point, I started off asking, is 20 and 13 a pedophile? You agreed to that and said yes. So we agreed that the 20-year-old in this context is a pedophile. You then proceeded to concede that the 20-year-old could grow up and change. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Dude.
Yes, you did. You said yes to that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Wait, hold on. I might have misheard you. You say 20-year-old and 16-year-old, or 20-year-old and 30, like the 20-year-old could grow
13, 20 and 13.
Okay, hold on. I thought you said 16. I thought you said 16. Because I speak from experience, I was talking about a 16-year-old. I misheard what you said. No, I think that if you are 20 years old and you find a prepubescent child attractive, no, I don't think that you can grow past that. There is a serious problem. Okay. Again, I'm going off of the DSM-5's definition.
I don't fucking care, bro. I want an actual.
I know you don't care about what actual doctors say. I know that you don't care about what actual doctors say because it's inconvenient to your argument. I understand. I understand that you want to baby rage at me when I appeal to what actual experts who know a lot more about this than us say.
You're just committing an appeal to authority. This is inherently full.
Did you appeal to the fucking Oxford Dictionary?
Hold on, wait, no.
Come on, you keep saying appealing to the Oxford Dictionary. Come on.
Wait. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, talk your bullshit.
Yeah, so me. Yes.
All right, chill. Enough of that.
Yeah, so you don't know what appeal to authority means. I know you don't because you don't debate much, but appeal to authority means that you're arguing that something is simply true because this authority does this and the third. I went into why exactly the authority would be true. Therefore, that's not an appeal to authority.
Southpaw's also done that as well.
I'm not done. Oh, I'm not done. BJ, can you mute them? Please? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I specifically went over why Oxford would be correct. You niggas never gave a refutation, and actually you conceded that they would be correct, by the way.
No, we did not.
Yes,
where the fuck did we concede that, you liar? Where the fuck did we concede that? We did not concede that. You liar. Exopopery is a liar. Exopopery is a liar.
Dude, that... They want a victory so bad.
Dude, yeah, they're trying to force it so hard, dude.
That's so touched. Dude. It's over. Who's in this call? Liv, this is a whole different niche that you wouldn't even know, okay? Little VR chatter. This is media review. Alright, so SK, Southpaw, The Sea, and Exo Pokery are like the main ones that we're focusing on. The media detective has said some things, but essentially, this is kind of a 3 to 4v1, and SK is the moderator. So, yeah. So, very insufferable. Also, 70 of you guys, remember to leave a like. Let's get the 50 likes, dude. Okay, I believe in you. And subscribe if new. But let's keep watching.
Stop.
Can someone moderate?
And if that happens again, I'm going to server mute.
I just want to ask, what do we can see that?
Hold on, yeah.
I'm ready to learn, taking notes. You know what? It's probably good to give a little mini recap for those who are just joining anyways. So, essentially, Southpaw is a person who was 10 years ago, 20, who dated a 16-year-old, right? By his own admission, this is confirmed. They had a slap fight with Pokery, and they had an argument over fucking Daredevil of all things with a fire hydrant, fire extinguisher. And then Southpaw called Pokery a retard, and then Pokery brought up the fact that like when he was 20, he dated a 16-year-old, to my understanding, and he spurred out. And they're having this call. For the past hour, they've been getting into fucking semantics. Pokery tried using the Oxford definition of why he would consider Southpaw for what he did. Would it be like a pedophile action? And Southpaw is like,
actually, the Oxford definition wouldn't even be reliable because it changes quarterly.
It's really stupid. It just was not even really true. But yeah, it's really fucking stupid. But then they try to use law definition. Like that wouldn't change over time either. But sure. So yeah. I hope that helps a little bit with recap. I think I'm gonna get to the part where Southpaw crashes out, then we're good. But yeah, let's keep going.
Oh my god,
we're already crashed out, but
yeah, I think we're technically close to it, but yeah.
I'm not done.
Okay,
Yeah, so
to be fair, I can see how he would think that when you said, "All right, fine, let's run with it." After going over it like extensively.
Permissible dissent, meaning you're deeming it as valid within the dialectic. So anyway.
Yeah, no, that's just an irreconcilable difference. I was saying
wait, okay.
Well, okay. I think. Well, personally, just looking at this, I think you've gone all way off the rails because the initial question was, well, why are you fine with TK and SK being friends with him?
Yeah.
And the reason he gave was because he believes that you have changed from that. Now, your response is, well, actually, logically speaking.
Wait, SK. To be fair, this is relevant because I'm explaining why he can't just say it's DSM when I'm asking him.
Well, no. But whether it's DSM wouldn't be relevant because the whole question is, well, can someone, like, if someone can change from being a pedo, it wouldn't really matter because Pokery's perspective is that is what happened with Southpaw. So whether it is or isn't the case, it just is irrelevant. So that answers the question why you would be okay with TK and I being friends with him. So I don't know why that's still a question, a lingering question.
And even then, I can grab like multiple screenshots of me saying like, even though I can understand y'all being cool with him personally, I wouldn't let that nigga into my community. Like I was openly saying that. I just never said it publicly, but I brought it up to both SK and TK. Like this wasn't something I was hiding. Like I don't think I've ever said anything even remotely positive about you.
You know what? In that case, I can say fair enough. I do not agree with that at all, but at the very least, you're keeping it consistent with the fact that you don't like Southpaw. Then sure. I just kind of want so I don't agree with that, but I can kind of at least accept the fact that you're keeping it consistent. It's not like you're all of a sudden now saying you don't like Southpaw. Unlike
Yeah,
Jack
I was
Kenner
confused.
did,
when
so.
he was like, I'm going back on my word.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so if that's the case, then at least we're not dealing with like just a latent contradiction in ethics. Nonetheless, I still think the standard is just woefully broken, regardless. But as long as it's consistent, I can't really like deal with that. I guess I can't really like debate that. Like whatever, sure. I can see on that part.
I've been very consistent about. I've either said I disagree with it or that I'm staying out of it. That those have been the only two things I've ever said.
Sure. All right.
Okay. So if we have that cleared, there's other screenshots that Southpaw sent that he wanted to go over. We went through the Stampede thing. The Saul Goodman thing is mentioned as well. That one, he said to me that he was relying on context clues by his usage of past tense and the fact that his original tweet was saying the history of and not saying that he is now. So, what are your thoughts on where did Southpaw go?
That's essentially where we're gonna get to. So Southpaw ran.
What? He just fucking left? What was the reason?
He got tired of it. He got upsetty spaghetti, to use his own wording.
Oh.
Yeah.
He had a little Sargon, he got a little eepy.
Wait, hold on.
But
Wait, hold on. Is this the scene in context?
Yeah.
I'm retarded?
No way. That's awesome. That's awesome. No, but
I
yeah.
think that's enough for me. I think you guys
worries.
got it covered with the Exo Pokery video. But yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no worries, Flex. It's a joy to have you. Okay. But
have a good night, Ace. Have a good night. Who's this? Gila.
Damn.
Yeah. Get fucked, Gila. Yeah.
Who's literal who?
Gila.
Okay, bye. Yeah. See ya.
Yeah.
All right.
The way he left made me think that you kicked him out of rage. I'm not gonna lie. That's what you get for not knowing about my Doodle Tones video.
Fuck you. You don't know about my fanboy video. Fuck you, dude. Yeah.
Oh, you don't know about my fucking tipster leaks? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, no, Kino's pretty cool. Okay, Kino Flex I fuck with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen a little bit of him.
I've heard more about him because of the Utterly Noah stuff. And then from there, yeah, I've just been seeing him around. He's pretty chill. I think out of the media reviewer community, the only people that I actually kind of like fuck with is Calesto, Kinoflex, and Blackish. Other than that,
wow, all right-wing Nazis. Interesting.
You're right. I should invite Pink King back into the space. Okay, we gotta balance it out. Okay. Fucking hell, fuck you. But yeah, no. So they ran. To my recollection, so that SK person who was moderating, Southpaw went to go bitch and moan about SK, betraying their trust and turning on them for simply saying, "I understand where you're coming from, EXO," like Pokery. So, yeah, crazy crash out.
Oh, that's why he left. Just fucking tipsy.
Yeah, it's pretty bleak. Now, I'm gonna put this video at 1.25. This video is the one.
So.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, you go.
So he basically had like a big fucking call stacked in his favor, and one guy fell off, and then he fucking left.
Pretty much.
Oh my god, dude.
It was pretty upsetty spaghetti, some say. But then, of course, Pokery doing something I 100% support after just objectively, winning, goes and celebrates that scalp with a video. And it's called Southpaw the Disingenuous Creep. Okay? Yeah.
W.
What's up, Oddcore? But yeah, let's keep going. This is evil. Remember, guys, Homelander was a victim.
I reject the premise. I would love to, like, I'm not right now because I'm too angry, but see, you and I need to get into a VC with Poker.
I'm barely involved in this. That makes me personally fucking angry. That is a disgusting, irresponsible thing to do.
Put the fear of God. One more time. Put the fear of God into him.
You wanted to put the fear of God into Poker. Dude, if I had clips like this, bro, I would feel, I would be rubbing it in too.
Yeah.
That video with Guts theme is one of my BF's favorites. Based? Thank you for the 2-toe up, but Based?
Oh, right. Yeah, like the retard edit with like the Guts theme. Yeah.
Dude, that's evil.
Hello everyone. I know that this is not the video that everyone was expecting to see for my return, but I already had videos I was working on that I was planning on uploading very soon, so I figured I might as well get this one out the way because this is actually a very important matter. And I am not someone who usually makes drama content, as you can see from my channel.
But fucking Southpaw over EDP. That's evil.
Yeah.
And then he ran from the debate. Yeah. I can't imagine anyone else like that clever. But yeah. Anyways, okay, I'll stop big posting now. But yeah, we'll keep going.
But given that the person we will be talking about today is a pretty prominent figure, or was a pretty prominent figure, at least in the communities that I occupy, I figured that this situation was worth bringing to light on my channel. But I am getting ahead of myself. Who is the person in question? Well, today I want to talk about a YouTuber you may or may not know who goes by the name of Southpaw, a former member of EFAB who I found out about through his connections to people like Sheev Talks, Madvocate, and SK.
The unholy fucking trinity.
Sheev and Madvocate being two YouTubers I respect and watch moderately, and SK being someone who is a close friend of mine. And upon my first meeting with Southpaw, I learned some pretty damning information. See, Southpaw is apparently 30 years old. Now, personally, I think being 30 years old is enough for scrutiny already.
Go home to your family, dude.
But see, when Southpaw was 20 years old, he...
So here's his DM. When I was 20, I dated a girl who was 16. Everyone who knew me personally thought nothing of it, especially since my oldest brother started dating his now wife when he was 19 and she was 15. But when people whom she knew that never met me called me a creep for it, the truth is that I really did like her. And it bummed me out that so many people who never met me convinced her that it was too big of an age difference when her own parents thought it wasn't a big deal at all. That's pretty chopped.
I don't believe you, bro. You have literally every reason to lie about something like this. Yeah.
I'm not that bad of a guy. I was a good 20-year-old.
How bad can I be?
I was just saying that song. I don't know why. I'm really holding back from singing that German song. Stupid. No, I almost did. Almost did.
You almost broke it.
I saved it.
Was engaged in a romantic relationship with a 16-year-old, and I don't think I should have to explain the moral wrongdoings of a grown-ass man dating a high schooler. Now, after I learned this information from Southpaw, I did voice to SK and many others in the community that I was friends with that I just personally don't understand why we kept Southpaw around. But I was told by multiple people that Southpaw had condemned his actions from the past and put in the work to change and grow over the last 10 years. However, as we are about to go over, that is bullshit. Now, the context for why this drama even began in the first place is silly looking back on it and just not that big of a deal. However, due to its relevance to the overall situation, I will go over it briefly, because this was my first ever interaction with Southpaw, and it was a discussion that he wanted to have over a Sheev Talks tweet, where in the tweet, if you ask me, it is very clearly Sheev Talks implying that comic books are a dog shit medium. Obviously, if you want to hold that opinion, all power to you. I don't have an issue with that. However, Southpaw had an issue with the fact that people like SK were holding Sheev accountable for the statement, given that it's belittling an entire medium. So basically, Southpaw is in a VC discussing with me about whether or not Sheev was actually dismissing the medium. Everyone in the VC agreed that Southpaw pretty much lost the discussion, and he conceded for the time being that us having the interpretation we had was not us being dishonest or disingenuous. Because, and I'm just gonna put this bluntly, this wasn't a situation that was all that deep. Who really gives a fuck? But the important part here is that at the end of this conversation, SK and his friend Comic Legend, who Southpaw was having beef with over this tweet as well, both got him and his idiotic associate, the media detective, Yes, that is someone's actual name on the internet.
Wait, I thought
To
that was like
essentially-
some like nickname. No, he's
No,
actually he
yes,
actually
that
calls
is-
himself
yes,
that.
he actually calls himself that.
Okay.
It's chopped.
agree on holding off on making jabs at someone's character, especially when they don't have full context, because Southpaw was going all over Twitter calling Comic Legend dishonest, disingenuous, and extending those
It's better
sentiments
than
towards
Roblox
people like
usernames,
SK as
to be
well.
honest.
And I once again want to reiterate, this was over a situation that was not serious. So I want the people listening to this to really consider what 30-year-old would react this way over a conversation about a fucking tweet about comic books. Now that we have that context out of the way, I did move on from that situation wanting to forget about it. As I pointed out earlier, I am already someone who's uncomfortable around Southpaw to begin with, given his past actions that I'm aware of. So imagine my surprise to see the 30-year-old man-child mentioning my name, saying I ran away scared from him over a Twitter conversation that I forgot about. Have I mentioned that he's 30?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
And the worst part is the context is him arguing with two people I consider friends and being just overall really fucking annoying and rude over, once again, a conversation about comic books. So me being A, someone who's already annoyed by the situation, B, someone who already doesn't like Southpaw, and C, someone who's watching him disrespect people I am cool with, I decided to post a tweet where I said, I have no idea why you are this confident talking hot like this as if you don't have a documented history of being an EDP. Because truth be told, these people have been doing you a favor for years by not cutting you off or just simply not spreading more awareness to your history. Now, I will take
That is kinda
accountability and
crazy.
acknowledge that I definitely escalated the
Yeah.
situation. However, in hindsight, I don't regret escalating it at all. Because of this tweet, Southpaw wanted to get in a VC with me and essentially just discuss the implications of my tweet and whether or not he is an EDP. When one thing should be made very clear, I didn't accuse Southpaw of anything in that tweet. I simply pointed out that he has a past of doing something. However, as I'm going to explain, Southpaw goes on to argue that 20 and 16 is not PDF-philic.
There literally just isn't. I said you have a documented history of this thing. Do you disagree or agree that you have a history of what I accuse you of?
Of being a pedophile?
Of dating a 16-year-old when you're 20, yes.
You said I have a documented history of being a pedophile.
Well, yes, I would call that being a pedophile. We can get into whether or not that's pedophilia.
It's
Then
not
your definition is
pedophilia.
wrong.
And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of bad arguments that he makes during our debate that we had, but I mainly wanted to go over the ones that lead to really, really incriminating conclusions. For one, he argued that he wasn't a mature 20-year-old, so it wouldn't be PDF-philic. But
Yeah.
even if we ignore the fact that an adult being less mature than their peers is not a reason for them to fuck a high schooler, the argument falls apart completely because when asked for examples of how he's immature, the only thing Southpaw provided was that he was homophobic and had the typical views of a conservative Christian because of his household at the time. So under this framework, it is permissible to Southpaw to engage in romantic activities with a teenager or child when you're 20, as long as you are homophobic or a conservative Christian.
Because at that point, you're 20. People are expecting you to, like, move out the house,
Just
like, get
retarded, I
a decent
Yeah.
paid job, like, buy a car, yada, yada. Like, you're expected to do a bunch of adult things by the time you're 20.
So it's based on what society's expectation is, then, rather than anything more concrete or scientific.
It says when you're legally and socially recognized for your actions. Legally, you're an adult at 18. Legally. Socially, I think, yes, 20 would be where you're considered an adult, which is relevant to the definition because it takes into account social norms.
I still maintain
God,
that
did
I
he
was
pause
not
for
a
that
very
long?
mature 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Listen, for a lot of, like, I think that if you're talking about someone who is going to college, is living on their own, yada yada, I can totally understand that. You were talking to someone who had very arrested development.
Dude.
Has quite a contentious relationship with his family for a number of reasons.
I like how this person, Sonny Park, is just being like, Pokery, I was also raised in a conservative Christian family, but I didn't fuck kids. True?
Yeah.
True? We found the rare one? Dude, fucking hell.
That being not least of them. I don't like that I was homeschooled. I don't like that I was, raised into an evangelical Christian family. I don't like that I was taught that, objectively wrong things about the age of the earth in, actual history.
The fact he thought this was a defense is just mind-blowing.
I'm just
I'm
blown
sorry to hear
away.
that,
It's
but,
like,
I just don't see
what
what this
part
has to-
of believing in young Earth theory or whatever the fuck makes you think that it's okay to fuck a 60-year-old? What?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Pokery here. It's like, I don't see how that's relevant.
With the conversation, though.
Another argument that Southpaw
Okay.
tries to make is that I should not be clowning him for his past because it is only public information due to Nazi propaganda. So basically, Southpaw had a falling out with someone a long time ago. This person in question, I guess, was some crazy right-winger who was making fun of a victim of SA. And at this point, I would like to address a certain part of the recording where Southpaw dumped all of this lore on me and tried to use it as some form of gotcha to show that I don't care about SA victims.
He starts monologuing.
When no, I care very much about victims of SA or predatory behavior of any kind. But the problem is when Southpaw had the falling out with this person who was essentially victim blaming the victim of SA, this person who Southpaw had entrusted very personal and sensitive information to decided to leak the screenshots of the DMs where Southpaw confessed to dating the teenager. However, the context of how these screenshots exist to begin with isn't really relevant at all. What's relevant is whether or not you dated the teenager, which you very clearly admitted to. And it's also not relevant whether or not the person who leaked this information was a terrible person or not, because at the end of the day, we're not discussing the person, we're discussing the information. I don't even know the guy who leaked it. However, I am more than inclined to believe at this point that Southpaw himself does not care for SA victims in the slightest. Because if you ask me, standing up for someone who is a victim of that heinous crime shouldn't be something you think you deserve praise for. In my opinion, that's the bare fucking minimum. And the audacity of him to try and use that as a gotcha for brownie points in a Discord argument is very telling of his character, because Southpaw is not a man with a moral backbone or any form of logical consistency in any way. He's a sad, depraved 30-year-old with no life who desperately craves for people on the internet to like him and show him the affection he doesn't get in real life. And this couldn't be even more obvious from how he talked about his family upbringing when talking to me. See, Southpaw was really desperate to make himself seem like a victim of the conservative Christian household, even going as far as to say that age gap relationships were normalized to him because his older brother was dating a 15-year-old when he was 19. However, a source very close to Southpaw,
I just realized I'm technically grown up in a Christian household. I was never the concept of fucking a 60-year-old when you're 20 being okay was never fucking communicated to me like at all. If anything, it was the opposite, dude. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude. It's a non sequitur, like I was mentioned earlier. It's using like, well, the sky is blue, so that's why it's okay that I fucked a kid. It's dumb.
Sky is blue. 2 + 2 is 4. I could fuck a 16-year-old when I'm 20. Like,
yeah, how is this not making sense to you? It's like the graph, like he just has like a graph. It's just like pitting each one. It's like, see, this connects here, this connects here. How is this not adding up? Okay, it's making perfect sense, dude.
Confirm that this is a lie, and I also am someone who just doesn't personally deem it as all that relevant. See, you can give all the context you want to your actions or whatever.
Wait, hold on, what do you say?
My older brother was dating a 15-year-old when he was 19. However, a source very close to Southpaw.
Oh yeah, that's the reveal. Okay. The brother thing was a lie. The brother thing was a lie.
Huh?
So he lied about his brother being 19 dating a 15-year-old.
Why the fuck would you lie about that? What the fuck? That's fucked up.
Keep
actually.
in mind,
What the hell?
and keep in mind that was in the context of trying to say why he thought it was okay. Mm-hmm.
How did it get? He's gonna go into it. How is it found out it was a lie, right?
Yeah, it was a source that, like, you know, and I've asked Kino about this on Hippleton stream too. The source knows Southpaw's like personal family, and they just simply asked, apparently. So yeah,
It's technically hearsay.
Yeah, you can take it with a grain of salt. That's fair, but yeah. Yeah, supposedly he lied about one of the reasons that would apparently justify his line of thinking of why he thought it was okay for 20 and 16. Yeah.
Nope.
Also, we did talk about that earlier, Xander. Yeah, it wasn't a real SA victim that they were talking about. It was a fictional character from their favorite TV show.
But then there was the Kira person.
Who would have been a grooming victim.
Is that different?
Apparently, yeah.
Grooming? Oh, okay.
Yeah. True, Rose. I would beat up my sibling if I hear that my brother said that about me. True. Would not be a pleasant Thanksgiving. I'm just gonna say.
Fucking disown them.
Yeah. Dude. Fucking hell. Gotta really hope that your family doesn't watch your channel for that one. Fucking hell.
deem it as all that relevant. See, you can give all the context you want to your actions or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, all they do is explain. They don't justify your actions. I am very sorry to hear that you went through all that. However, you still dated a child when you were an adult. And no amount of defending and coping from your little friends on the internet is ever going to change that. And that covers all of the arguments that he made in his specific argument with me. However, as you can tell from the runtime, that is definitely not where this saga ends. See, after the debate, Southpaw and his little posse of dick riders were doing a lot of coping, basically trying to run with the narrative that I was somehow being obtuse and disingenuous during my discussion with Southpaw. See, during the debate, I did make the claim that I believe a PDF file can be reformed over time. With the proper care and resources, I have no reason to believe that it's just not true that that can happen. The same way that your attraction to anything can change over time with new information or just learning and growing over time due to life experience. Now, if you are given the second chance and choose to do nothing with the second chance or choose to not grow with that second chance, then yeah, I do believe it's GG's for you. So
I would say it's not that simple, but I get what he's saying.
Yeah. Maybe he's also trying to find it like an important for like a pattern.
They're like when it comes to something like a paraphilia, it's like an uncontrollable like sexual urge. That's something that typically needs like medical intervention.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah.
Fucking hell.
Is he still attracted to the 16-year-old, since he holds the stance that no, a PDF file can never be changed or reformed. And he made the claim no, because your attraction to children cannot change. It's clearly implying a 16-year-old is not a child, but okay. And an argument that was made in a friend of mine's DMs as well as towards SK is that it's completely illogical to believe that a PDF file can be reformed or changed in any way, because if there was a way to accomplish this, then it would have been accomplished already. When, to begin with, this is inherently an argument from ignorance. You are arguing that there's no such way to reform a PDF file because there's no way you've been shown to reform a PDF file. You are literally arguing that because there's no evidence presented to you to the contrary, therefore the contrary is impossible to be considered true, which is fallacious. And it's also ignoring the decades of reports of therapy being offered to sex offenders in jail with very low rates of relapses. So clearly, yes, there is treatment that theoretically could work. And also, once again, this entire argument is implying
I'm pretty certain, because I used to look into this kind of stuff. Like the offense rate goes from the recidivism rate, so the rate at which they reoffend. Normally it's like 40 to 50, almost 50%, basically like a coin toss, whether or not a pedophile reoffends or not. With libido reducing drugs and like chemical castration, it's like 2%. It's like a crazy fucking decrease.
Well, yeah, I mean, like if castration did what it was supposed to do, where it basically takes away pretty much any attraction, it's pretty hard for them to get the temptation, I would imagine.
Yep.
If it works effectively. Now, granted, obviously, no one's arguing that would not change their past, but it could reduce, harm in the future, which is the whole point of it. So, yeah. Why are you looking in this shit, Gilla? Well, Midge, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
What? I like the semantical fucking like pedo fucking debates, and plus like I did it for I was taking psych classes, and I was like interested as like how could you realistically like reform a pedophile or some shit.
Yeah, do you
like,
what
is it really as simple as just killing them? Couldn't we just like do something else?
Yeah, do you know what niche this guy comes from? Okay, this guy came from the Vosh community.
Politics. No, not Vosh. No. Technically Destiny, but not much better. But
no, sorry. He didn't come from the lolly. Vosh. Sorry, he didn't come from the lolly horse porn community. He came from the fucking CP guy. Okay, I'm sorry. I thank you for correcting me. No, you came from the guy.
Get it right, bitch.
You came from the guy who sent revenge porn of a real fucking child. Yeah, sorry, my fault, gang. My fucking fault.
Pixie wasn't a minor. That was someone else.
No, you're right. You're so right. You came from the community where a guy said a 15-year-old was jailbait. Dude, I am so fucking sorry. I'll get it right next time.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Dude.
I'll get it fucking right. Let's not even get into who basically made your career by platforming you. Okay. Let's let's avoid that.
But it wasn't Vosh. The fuck?
No, it wasn't Vosh. It wasn't Vosh.
It was Tippa. Or Keffels, I mean.
I wasn't going to say Tipster or Keffels. I was going to say the other femboy, but let's we can avoid
Femyas?
Yeah.
They were the first person that gave me the shout out, to be fair. So
yeah. Let's Let's not remember what Femios did. But yeah, fuck you. I swear, dude. I know that's basically like, your parents, so you can't talk bad of them. I swear there was like a basis of like their diaper allegations. I don't know where the fuck it came from though.
No, it's totally made, dude. Honestly, it's because like I think I kind of remember this fucking stream where it was like, so I think some people were saying like, oh, they're probably into diapers, and it'd be like, it'd really funny if you were like denying the diaper allegations, you had like a box of Pampers in the background or some shit, and then like she just kind of ran with it one day. She was like, no, I'm not into diapers, like being like trolling or whatever.
So they admitted to it. Interesting.
I think they actually did the bit. They told me that they did the bit one time. It had like a box of Pampers in the background.
Right. It was a bit. It was yeah, it was just a bit, okay. Dude. That's not even the worst thing you could bring up against Femios, to be honest. That's like,
But yeah, the doxing the kid's face, yeah, that was fucking stupid.
That was stupid, but honestly, even just controversies aside, I think the worst thing they did was fuck Bunk. But yeah.
Is Bunk really that bad? Well, no, the Chud Logic shit was gay as shit, I will say.
Dude, yeah, no, it's not even just about like whether they're bad or not. I just don't want to imagine those two in a sexual context.
He still owes me a 1v1 in TF2. He said he would do it, but he never fucking got back to me.
They probably forgot about you, little bro.
Oh my god.
Nah, dude,
Bunk, if you hear this, I'm your ticket back, okay? If you want to come back,
fuck off.
Come through me, okay?
Yeah, the moment they come back, they just start calling Tommy C a pedophile, dude. Like, fucking hell.
There was some shit.
Dude, I don't know. See, people in the ACC complain about Aiden. I challenge you guys to watch a fucking Bunk debate. Okay? I challenge you guys to watch Bunk.
I like Bunk. I like Bunk.
Really? I don't know. I find the guy a little insufferable, to be honest.
I mean, I will say, like, VCs, he would talk about nothing but philosophy, and that shit was annoying. But
dude, I just realized that my community doesn't really. No, I'm not talking about Bonk as
they
a
have
Brony
no idea
fan
who the
note.
fuck that is.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Brony fan note. Okay, we're talking about someone named Bunk. Okay, so this guy,
he was involved in the John Swan drama.
John Swan drama a little bit. They debated Akumu way back when. They debated a lot of people, to be fair.
Cheeto.
Cheeto's a notable one. I got to give him a Cheeto as a dub. That one was a dub on
No,
there.
yeah, 100%. Cheeto was a fucking spurg, yeah.
Yeah. But the Chud thing was the most recent thing I've heard from them besides the Femio stuff. So, like, that was all I've heard is L's. I guess they mainly get made fun of because I'm pretty sure they're the person that self-admitted to watching Nicholas Diorio after having sex. But
not admitted, that was recorded and posted online.
Okay, yeah.
That was recorded and posted online.
Yeah. Let's yeah. What a guy. Wasn't he also an OG Ethan Klein hater? I would not know much about that. Ethan Klein.
I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, Ethan
He's very,
Klein.
very lefty.
Some people see Ethan Klein. The problem with him is like people fluctuated on liking him to hating him for like very valid reasons, but it's just I don't know. So I wouldn't know what time period. I would need to know the specifics. But yeah. Anyways, that's enough derails. We're gonna get into more Kino of this video. We're not fucking talking about Bunk and your fucking Sensei Femios. Fucking hell.
Apparently that a 16-year-old is not a child, because Southpaw himself says out of his mouth that he is not attracted to the teenager anymore. Fuck no. Minors! also has a very weird standard for pedophilia to begin with. Minors! As he discusses with SK and also alluded to with me, but I didn't allow him to use it during our debate. Southpaw appeals to the DSM-5, which verbatim says that there needs to be a 5-year age gap in order for it to be considered pedophilic, which I don't think I need to explain how that's a harmful standard to hold to begin with, because that clearly establishes that 18 and 14 wouldn't be pedophilic, which is insane. But also, and I did also explain this to Southpaw during our discussion, while the DSM-5 gives a criteria for classifications of mental disorders, it shouldn't be treated as the end-all be-all for the definitions of words. At the end of the day, the dialect we use within the English language has an etymology that has been studied for years on years on years, and the dictionary, which Southpaw vehemently disagrees with using, using would be a source that has studied this specific etymology and would be able to substantiate the definitions they give. However, the people creating the DSM-5 are not required by a job to study the etymology or give the exact reasons or justifications for every definition they use. They're simply giving criteria for mental disorders, not fitting the word in general. So I believe it's inherently disingenuous to try and use this as some form of definition for the term PDF file. But let's be real, he's clearly only using this because it invalidates the
I've never
stance
played this
that his
game before.
4-year age gap relationship was predatory.
No, not the game, the
and
song. He's playing the
presented as far
Oh yeah,
as whether or
I'm
not
very
Southpaw
familiar
was
with the
a
song.
PDF file
Yeah,
and how
good
harmful
song.
I find them to be. Both debates ended with basically majority of people
shit.
coming away with the takeaway that Southpaw is a disingenuous weirdo and that ultimately he doesn't belong in our community.
This guy.
However, as if things couldn't get any worse for Southpaw, he managed to do the unthinkable. So for about a year or two now, friend of the channel, Captain Kaba, has had a close friend of his that has been in the community, or I should say in Southpaw's community.
This is where it gets really bleak, Gilla. This is where it starts to get really bleak.
And for the sake of privacy, we will call this friend.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
was sexually harassed
Yeah.
by someone who was also in said community. For sake of privacy, because the person who committed the harassment was a minor, and I do believe that they could grow from this experience and don't deserve to be harassed, we will refer to them as Harley. So Kaba and we're talking about Southpaw and TK, the person who was defending him in the screenshots, which is when revealed to Kaba that Harley has sexually harassed her in her DMs. Now I will put the images on the screen just for reference to show that
Bulging pants.
Okay, dude.
Leggings.
I mean,
oh, they look super
so this is being sent by Harley.
supposedly. So this is
I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I feel like I could just take your word for it, man. You don't need to put it in the fucking video.
well, we got it here, folks. Okay, so bulging pants. Oh, they look super comfy. Yeah, so comfy. All right, ignore my yeah. Okay. Bro. Dude.
this is something that actually happened, but obviously the actual images that were sent are blurred. Kaba proceeds to send these screenshots to TK and telling TK to handle it because this
Okay,
is
so you got it blurred.
Okay, they're still weirdly cropped. Let me try merging these images and so that they're displaying properly for me, so hopefully they look fine to you. TK then says, they do. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I need to properly go over this with some other people so I fully know what to make of this. Blank was an extremely close friend of mine, so I don't know how unbiased I could be here, sadly.
this community. So TK spreads the screenshots around as evidence. However, what Kaba didn't know at the time of sending this to TK is that the person in the screenshot, Harley, is a minor. So unfortunately, this means that cheese pizza was being spread around. And while Kaba didn't know, TK absolutely did know and was still spreading it around uncensored. The situation was being discussed in GCs and how we would move forward was being discussed, but we were overall keeping it under wraps mostly, at least until we decided what the best steps forward would be. Until about a week later, where an argument happened in a group chat between someone known as PJ and Southpaw. And during this argument, PJ basically got onto
So we got Southpaw, and so PJ says, even my jokes were not only personal but also unfunny. I never meant a word of it because of half of the shit I'd be joking about. But then Southpaw said, DMs that TK has shown me where you expressed a very similar sentiment about my relationship from a decade ago say otherwise. And PJ said, TK is not only untrustworthy but sent CP in a group chat. So I don't know if you want to trust his judgment. Okay. Interesting.
That's really fucking retarded.
Okay, we're getting into the
Of,
weeds.
like, SK.
We're getting into it. We're getting into it. Well, that wasn't SK. That was PJ.
Wait, what? SK? But he said SK was the one that was sharing it.
No, it was TK. See, too many.
God, I hate these fucking names.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm keeping track and not drunk. So yeah.
Southpaw for allowing his friend TK to just send uncensored cheese pizza around. And this is where the actions go from Southpaw being really stupid to suddenly he's a really disturbing and deranged man. So after his argument with PJ, where PJ brings up the stuff about the cheese pizza, he leaves the group chat.
Sure, TK, don't even bother jumping in, bro. They leave the group chat. Oh, so TK leaves. And then PJ says, exactly. And Southpaw says, you're a bad faith piece of shit. And then PJ said, you're a pedophile. And then Southpaw left the GC. Dude, awesome.
And proceeds to DM SK. And in the DMs, he texts SK.
And then Southpaw forwards the screenshots. This is the evidence. And then here's them mocking it. Here's the CP in quotes that Blank supposedly shared in the GC. According to PJ, by the way, which he got from one of PJ's friends too. Then SK said, so we're clear on that image is depicting it's displaying a bulge to the pants caused by genitalia, which blank is drawing attention to it twice. So yeah.
Okay.
So
like he might be stupid and he doesn't realize this actually does technically count as fucking CP, but like why even like he has to know that that's a gamble because the accusation is that it is CP. So he's like, "Oh, this is the CP allegedly." Why would you even gamble that?
Well, it's like
you fucking idiot.
What I would say for this too, right? If you really want to die in the hill of the argument that it's not CP because it doesn't show genitalia, would you send around pictures of kids in bathing suits? Like, the logical person would probably say no, right? Like,
actually, yeah. If Amos was here,
actually, I haven't considered this yet. Let me fully think about it so I can come up with a good rebuttal. Like, yeah, dude. True bungless, dude. It was nothing serious. Sends DD. Is he retarded? Dude, true. Yeah, no. It's like, so, and I think that even if this is not showing genitalia, which is the argument they're going to die on, it's still exploitative, right? So, CSEM, child sexually exploitative material. That would be a kid focusing, like, so an image of a kid focusing on their bulge and sending it to people. I'm sorry, that would probably be in that category. I'm not going to lie.
Well, that it just it's legally like that's what it's classified as.
Yeah, it's like I'm sorry, but yes, it could count. I don't
like, or it's classified as CP, like because it's like, you know, I've already said it before.
See, Amos the type of guy to come in here to be like, actually, there's no such thing as child porn because porn would be a consenting thing to do, and children cannot consent. Yeah, that would be Amos. But yeah.
Case saying this is the evidence. Here is the quote-unquote CP that was supposedly shared in a GC according to PJ. So one, he's putting it in quotations to minimize the idea that it's CP.
Yep.
We will get back to that. But also, he's sending it to SK just for the sole purpose of winning a Discord argument with PJ. SK has no dog in the
Dude,
fight.
it's important though.
Yeah, so then Southpaw says, right, which was shared to TK by Cap and Kaba to substantiate accusations against blank for sexual harassment. If the accusation is that TK shared CP, this ain't the smoking gun PJ thinks it is. SK said, yeah, that's still CP. I don't care if the genitalia was covered because it's still blatant in the image, and blank draws attention to it twice. I don't know why you'd look at that and think, this is safe to distribute whatsoever. This shouldn't be in my DMs. Pretty sure this is considered cyber flashing on her end. And then Southpaw said, because this is related. Yeah, so that was SK who said that this is considered CP.
Okay.
And then Southpaw rebuttals with, because this is related to what PJ said about TK. What the fuck kind of rebuttal is that? Yeah, so this person said that they sent Daisy's destruction. I guess here it is, just so you can see it for yourself. But,
retard. Oh my god.
Yeah, so then SK said,
guys, look at the CP, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, then SK says, yeah, we're past this. This is CP. Why is this in my DMs? I don't care if it's PJ who said that about TK. This is nowhere near appropriate to send, especially since it's evidence of sexual harassment. And Southpaw said, so did TK share CP in a GC? And did Cap and Kaba share it too? And SK said, Southpaw, this is fucking irrelevant to the fact you sent me CP. Why is it still here? Yeah. Delete it before you catch a legal case. Thank you. And here's the banger DM. I didn't mean to send you CP. That's not the and it gets better because then they also say that's not the point I'm trying to make.
I guess I'm sorry I said CP, but that's irrelevant to what I'm talking about.
So that singular DM is the reason why I wanted to go over this topic. Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know.
Stay in character, dude.
Yeah. Fuck. Don't break. Dude, fucking hell. Gilla, please make that your Twitter header. Don't tell Gilla to do that when he's drunk. Gilla,
let me think about it.
Fuck.
or absolutely nothing to do with their dispute and had no stance on the matter. So yes, sending him uncensored cheese pizza in his DMs unprompted is unacceptable. Not everybody gets their dick hard to children like you, Southpaw. As you can see from these screenshots, it took SK reiterating it.
So, yeah, then he answers after that, and SK says, what? That Cap'n Cava also fucked up? He also called for this days ago, from what I heard, and he accepted that. It literally has nothing to do with the very immediate concern I had, which you seemed ready to defend as not CP. After that, I'm blocking you this time, and I'm moving on for good. Yeah,
Was that SK?
Yeah, so SK said that to Southpaw. Dude, I'm mind blown right now. So, Southpaw sent CP, was trying to debate that it wasn't, but instantly fucking folded after 3 DMs. Like, bro.
It's like, it's like, yeah, it is. It's like, okay. Okay, I guess it is.
You got me. You got me. Dude, I'm a bit mind blown by that.
That is such a this guy literally self-exploded twice. Like
yeah, this guy fucks himself over all the time.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell, let's keep it going.
He's a lockout. This guy's a lockout.
True.
And multiple times that he doesn't want this in his DMs and doesn't want to see this for Southpaw to delete it. So yes, to summarize, Southpaw, the 30-year-old man, decides to distribute cheese pizza after his friend was already called out for doing this exact same thing. And somehow he thought this was a gotcha. Another thing to point out is that he very clearly doesn't apologize ever in these DMs to SK, when simply seeing those images were
Well, he did say sorry for sending you
he technically said sorry, yeah. He said, yeah, he did the South Park thing. It's like, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
And then SK said, because of the disgusting image he sent, I couldn't sleep last night. Fuck. Oh, that got 200 likes on Twitter. Oh, no. Oh, Southpaw is so fucked. He's so
fuck. Why does it keep minimizing? I'm trying to expand it. Let me see.
Dude, this is a tweet, bro. This is so
Jesus Christ.
Holy.
Yeah, you're fucking mocked, dude.
Fuck, dude.
Enough to stress SK enough to the point where he couldn't even sleep. And if you thought it couldn't get any worse, it absolutely can. Because here's a screenshot of Southpaw after.
Oh, this is where it gets, if you thought this was fucked, no, it gets even worse.
Oh god, dude.
So you got TK right here, right, saying these are the screenshots that are supposedly CP, and then Southpaw saying ha 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 ha, and then TK saying also one of the first people I went to talk to about this was blank, an actual grooming victim. So you showed a grooming victim CP? I guess.
Wait. This is the same TK that is like being like, why did you send me CP?
No, that was SK who said, why'd you send it? TK is the one.
Oh my fucking god, these fucking names, bro. Dude, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Okay.
Yeah, but then, so apparently TK just like admitted to going to a fucking grooming victim about CP, but whatever. What's that?
But then, it's like, since you're like a professional.
But then we got
CP.
Oh, it gets better. Southpaw. He is weaponizing you sharing evidence of someone you were close with being a sexual harasser to frame you as someone who shares CP. In all caps. That's why I said it like that. It's all in all caps. And then we got Media Detective directly replying to the images saying, "This is not CP, Limphao."
Wait. Is this so he conceded that it was CP? What when did he do that?
After this.
Are these messages before? This is after, so he's like basically redoubled down.
No. To my understanding, this was before talking to SK. I think this stuff got leaked.
Okay.
Yes, that's an important question, Bunglist. Is this W or L goons?
Dude, yeah, this is LFAPs, bro.
Dude, fucking hell. This is insane.
To the fact discussing in a GC with TK the Freak and the dumb fuck detective that it's not even CP to begin with. And to summarize the image, because I know I haven't given an actual description of it yet, it is an image of a minor's bulge that she very much drew attention to when sending it. And yes, CP can still be classified as CP even if you are clothed in the image. Now, I do want to make one thing clear. TK has conceded at this point that he was completely in the wrong and wants nothing to do with Southpaw. Basically, there was a sit-down talk with him and he understands where he was wrong and that this image is in fact CP. However,
All that confidence speak to just get instantly kicked down is insane.
Yeah. just yeah, the lightest pushback concedes immediately. Like,
dude, fucking hell.
What?
Dude, they were using their media review tactics to really analyze the image to see if it was a depiction of child porn.
Dude, yeah.
Fucking hell.
The dumbfuck detective is still very much gurgling that Southpaw penis to the point where he's went on a blocking spree, and him and Southpaw are two people I would definitely recommend that.
So here's the thing. After this video, I am too lazy to look for the thread myself, but I've sent it to Yen. I went over it myself. The media detective made a whole like thread on Twitter talking about how they were so wrong, how they were being manipulated by Southpaw, how they were like,
fuck off.
Yeah, no, exactly. That was my thoughts exactly when I went over it on Hippleton's. I thought that the guy just fucking sucked, and it was his own choice to defend it, saying it wasn't CP by the arguments he was making. So I don't accept that.
That's just because it got leaked. You would have never said that if it wasn't leaked.
Sure. Yeah, I agree with that. Yep. Fucking hell.
Anyone watching this should stay away from. So overall, to gather my thoughts and summarize what this whole video is about. Well, for one, I don't believe that Southpaw condemns any of his old actions that he made when he was 20. If he truly condemned it, why would he feel so compelled to constantly justify and defend it, using defenses such as he was an immature 20-year-old, or that he was raised in a conservative Christian household where age gaps were normalized for him? Overall, it is just very apparent that Southpaw genuinely does not see the issue with any of the actions that he takes on the internet, and has little to no regard with how his actions impact others, especially those that he considers friends in his own twisted mind. This is someone who has known SK for years on years on years, and yet for some reason it takes him telling you multiple times that he doesn't want cheese pizza in his DMs for you to finally delete it. And I genuinely think just simply seeing the images should be enough to disgust you as a grown man to the point where you wouldn't even want to spread it. If you or anyone you know is associated with Southpaw or endorses him or defends him in any way, shape, or form, I definitely would recommend just distancing yourself, because there's just nothing good that can ever come from associating with someone like this. Someone who just constantly has nothing.
Yeah, so Southpaw made himself nuclear, right? Like, you could make the argument that, like, they're, say, encouraging to cut them off, but, like, Southpaw did everything to himself, right? Like, the 16 and 20 thing was already bad. Even if you argue that was 10 years ago, that was already pretty bad. This was just, like, even if...
The fact...
Yeah, sorry,
yeah,
you go?
go on.
I was going to say, even if you give the best faith interpretation, if Southpaw genuinely thought he was not sending CP, right, that would mean that we have someone who was so giga retarded that he sent something that was obviously CP as like evidence to try to argue it wasn't. I wouldn't even want to be do anything with that guy. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah. And also like oh dude, why did it escape my brain?
Pickles.
Fuck. No. Just keep talking.
Yeah. Thanks, Bungles. Hey, man, I know I sent you some obscene material, but forgive and forget, life is short, and let's not laugh.
Yeah, like, dude, he has to, like, literally think is, like, this is a picture of a minor's bulge. Even if you think it's not CP, why the fuck are you risking it?
Yeah.
What do you gain? What do you fucking gain, bro?
Yeah, it's
so stupid.
It's mind-blowing, but yeah.
You're an alarming person.
True.
Drama going on in his life, because as I've reiterated multiple times in this video, he is 30 years old. He should not be on the internet acting like a teenager. With that being said, do not attack or harass anyone that was mentioned in this video. I want all the criticism to be focused.
Yeah. Dude, you should like really lock in on this part. I dare you. I dare you.
Towards Southpaw, and even then I wanted to be focused towards getting him the help that he needs. And Southpaw, if you are watching this, I absolutely do hope that you take the time to do some self-reflection and some soul searching. Never too late to better yourself at the end of the day. Yes, the fuck it is, bro. You are so fucking cooked, gang. Like, genuinely get the fuck out of here. Don't touch grass, my nigga. Niggas gave you a whole second chance after finding out that when you were 20 years old, you had to pick your bitch up from algebra class, and you still somehow fucked it up by going around sending CP uncensored. You get absolutely zero fucking sympathy or respect from me, and you don't deserve anything in life. Genuinely, fuck you. You are a terrible piece of shit.
You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero. It's me.
Better!
Dude.
I'm the real hero.
I was literally gonna say, I was like, okay, I wouldn't give him that much courtesy, and then he immediately goes on that fucking rant. Like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Dude, he got him. He killed him.
With that being said, y'all, though, anyone not named Southpaw or Media Detective, I hope you hit the gym today, make some money, be productive, twin. I love you. Also, new videos soon.
Yeah. This is evil. Absolutely diabolical. So, right. I feel like...
This guy's raped, basically.
Yeah, this guy's a little bit... You know, he comes from the touch department, okay? He's a little, little cook that we say here. Now, I'm going to briefly look over the document, but I feel like, I'm going to probably wrap it up soon. Because, like, we definitely got pretty much the ground level information on this guy. Yeah, we could look at him crashing out about like the document later. Actually, you know what? I'm debating. Should I just do like a second unrelated stream? I think I've been live for 3 to 4 hours. Dude.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, is it? Has anybody covered the document?
Yeah, this document's going around,
Like
but like there's this document I haven't even touched that's like 600 pages. Then there's this call I haven't touched, which is 49 minutes. I feel like that there's definitely more than enough for a part 2.
Yeah. I was gonna say like whoever read the document is it worth like what are the golden moments, I guess, of it?
Yeah. And someone's saying just it's 1 a.m. Just do it another day. True. Yeah.
True.
I didn't mean to start so late today. Just been pretty occupied. Is there anyone?
True.
I'm gonna rage bait him so hard if he ever finds out. The only commentary live streamer live right now is Mrao, but I'm gonna give it to a cat channel.
Like, whoop! I misclicked. I thought it was a cat, dude.
Whoops, dude! I clicked the wrong cat. Whoops. But yeah, I hope that you guys have a wonderful night. All right, we'll definitely do more Southpaw Rabbit Hole. All right, it's been fun. It's been fun. But yeah, you guys take care.